kinesiology and work to become an athletic trainer. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for trusting and believing in me, even when I thought we couldn't do it. What Kayden will miss most about being a Warrior is her family and all of the memories that come from being involved. Kayden Pitt. And now we have manager Jocelyn Simons. Jocelyn is the daughter of Josh and Tiffany Simons. She has one sibling, Trevor. Jocelyn has been a football manager for the past 4 years. She also participates in Student Council, National Honor Society, Ballet Arts of Peru, Drama, Spanish Club, and is a tennis captain. Her favorite memory of the season is a game against Sheridan when there was a rain delay. Future plans include attending Purdue University to study speech pathology. I could use a little help. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for working with my busy schedule. What Jocelyn will miss most about being a Warrior is spending time with her friends every day and seeing Brittany. Jocelyn Simons. Now we have number 3, Avery Peel. Avery is the son of Brad and Wendy Peel. He has one sister, Audrey. Avery has been playing football for the past 9 years. He also participates in baseball and FFA. His favorite memory of this season is from football camp when they were throwing shoes at each other because of a fan and ended up destroying the fun. Future plans include attending Indiana University and studying health science. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for always believing in me and convincing me to play my junior year. What Avery will miss most about being a Warrior are the friendships he has made along the way. Avery Peel. Number 7, Jordan Correct. Jordan is the son of Ryan and Jolie Correct. He has one sister, Remy. This is Jordan's first year playing football. He also participates in wrestling. Jordan's favorite memory of the season is the team camp. Future plans include becoming an electrician. What Jordan will miss most about being a Warrior is hanging out with friends. Jordan Correct. Number 11, Jake Riley. Jake Riley is the son of Jake and Amber Riley. He has 2 siblings, Brock and Zoe. This is Jake's first year playing football. He also participates in basketball, baseball, and National Honor Society. His favorite memory of the season is when Jordan Correct ran into Coach Bridges Durango at practice. His plans for the future include attending college to study marketing. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you to everyone for supporting me throughout my high school career, and thank you to the community for being behind me. What Jake will miss most about being a Warrior are the friends and community. Jake Riley. Number 21, Nate Wildermuth. Nate is the son of David and Amy Wildermuth. He has 2 brothers, Alan and Oliver. Nate has been playing football for the past 7 years. He also participates in FFA. His favorite memory of the season is listening to Derek yell at himself during practice. Plans for next year include entering the workforce. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for all of your support. Nate Wildermuth. Number 22, Cody Wan. Cody is the son of Zachary and Carrie Wan. He has 2 siblings, Casey and Cameron. Cody has been playing football for the past 4 years. He also participates in National Honor Society, track and field, and wrestling. Cody's favorite memory of the season is coming back on Saturday and beating the Sheridan Blackhawks. Future plans include attending IUK for pre-physical therapy. His message to parents and coaches is, thank you to everyone for always being there for me through adversity and hardships. What Cody will miss most about being a Warrior is a loving community. Cody won. Number 25, Josh Mowry. Josh is son of Mike and Missy Mowry. He is being escorted by his parents and his son Ledger. Josh has one brother, Caleb. Josh has been playing football for the past 9 years. His favorite memory of this season is being in the locker room before games. Future plans include working. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you. What Josh will miss most about being a Warrior is the community. Josh Mowry. Number 34, Drew Wright. Drew is the son of Chad and Mary Beth Wright. He has 3 siblings, Emma, Jackson, and Ella. This is Drew's first year playing football. He also participates in basketball and baseball. His favorite memory of this season is the last night of team camp at Manchester University. Future plans include attending college to study business. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for supporting me and pushing me to be better. What Drew will miss most about being a Warrior is the people. Drew Wright. Number 40, Michael Cleaver. Michael is the son of Rob and Michelle Cleaver. He has one sister, Caitlin. This is Michael's first year playing football. He also participates in baseball, basketball, and National Honor Society. Michael's favorite memory of this season is beating Sheridan. Next fall, he hopes to attend Purdue University to study computer science. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for always doing your best and supporting me. What Michael will miss most about being a Warrior is community and the brotherhood that comes with a small community like ours. Michael Cleaver. Number 61, Alex Mosley. Alex is the son of David and Mary Mosley. He has 2 siblings, Zach and Abby. Alex has been playing football for the past 12 years. He also participates in trap shooting and wrestling. His favorite memory of the season is free time during both football camps. Future plans include either taking a year off or go to college. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for still helping me even when I don't do what I'm told, and don't work my hardest. Aw, come on. What Alex will miss most about being a Warrior is being a part of the small community brought together by our school. Alex Mosley. Okay, and that's our senior football players. Now our senior cheerleaders. Michaela Benedict. Michaela is the daughter of Tim and Francie Benedict. This is Michaela's first year cheering. Michaela is also on the golf team. Her favorite memory of this season was the senior sauce squad practices. Next fall, she plans to attend IUK and study sonography. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you guys for everything you have done for me. I'm grateful for all of you. What Michaela will miss most about being a Warrior is being able to see her friends and favorite teachers every day. Michaela Benedict. Declan Finnegan. Declan is the daughter of Sam Finnegan and Tana Wagner. She has 5 siblings, Landon, Macy, Cortland, Wyatt, and Ivy. Declan has been cheering for the past 2 years. She also participates in golf and manages wrestling. Her favorite memory of this season is cheering We Warrior with her little sister Ivy. Future plans include attending college to study special education. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for always pushing me to be better. What Declan will miss most about being a Warrior are the friendships she has made. Declan Finnegan. Arvesen Hunt. Arvesen is the daughter of Herb Hunt and Jennifer Elch. Her siblings include Shiley, Kayden, and Cubby. Arvesen has been cheering for the past 2 years. She also participates in softball. Her favorite memory of the season has been the senior sauce squad practices. Future plans include attending college to pursue a degree in nursing. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, I want to thank my parents for everything they've done for me, and also I want to thank Shannon for being a great coach and making this year so fun. What Arvesen will miss most about being a Warrior are the memories and all the friendships made throughout the years. Arvesen Hunt. And if we can give our seniors one more hand, thank you, seniors. Let's go Warriors.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, let me just say thank you for Paul Condry and myself for the hospitality from your staff and everybody involved with the pairing show this past Sunday. It was great to see the viewing party pictures and all the excitement that you could just feel around the state on a very important night for everyone.
It was, and you guys bring a level of expertise to the show that kind of covers the entire state, Coach, and it's a good show. It's a good product. We released those teams, and we got some incredible matchups early on out of the gate. And, I think we're in for a really exciting football tournament kicking off in 2 weeks here.
I agree with you 100%. Long way to go, but week number 9 of the regular season obviously coming up on Friday, and there's a whole lot left to play, and that'll make it even more exciting. So, Paul, in addition to the pairing show, obviously, that we did, it's another jam-packed weekend of state championships or qualifying rounds. You were at the regional round of soccer. The tennis state finals for the teams is this weekend. Unified flag football will be at Grand Park on Saturday. There is just so much volleyball sectionals going on. Again, an important time for everybody involved. This is what you play for to get to the tournaments, and they're upon us in a great number of sports.
It's just amazing how fast, we start in the summertime and the hot weather, and now the weather's cooled off, and we're right in the middle of the tournament season. And it's an incredible, it's really a fun time around the office. Everybody's busy, but, it's an opportunity to celebrate the work that these student athletes have put in throughout this year. And, Coach, one thing this weekend, somebody wants to see an incredible event, come out to Grand Park and watch our unified flag football program this weekend. It's a phenomenal event where it's students with intellectual disabilities are paired with traditional student athletes, and they play on the same team together. And it's Carmel versus Fort Wayne Carroll this weekend, and it's going to be a great show.
And I remind people that this unified program is a student-driven program. Your student advisory committee, they literally took the ball and ran with it years ago to get this started, which makes it even more gratifying for everybody involved. It's a tremendous program, but it's also made more so by the knowledge that these are the kids that drove it. And I'm sure they look back fondly on the contributions they've made to an unbelievably successfhave program.
It's really, everybody thinks this side of the business is adult-oriented, but this truly is student-driven. We have 19 students on our student advisory board that represent all corners of the state, and, they are the ones that came up and dreamed about this partnership between the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana, and and ultimately we landed on the champions together. And again, it truly is champions together. It's all kids, regardless of their abilities, to be able to participate on the same team.
In addition to football, what other championships are on the unified program?
We also have track and field in the springtime. And then the other part of the partnership, and it's ran through the Special Olympics office, but we have bocce, and we also have bowling, the other two.
We talk greatly about how the IHSA Champions Network is the envy of associations around the country. The unified program has to be in that same category, Paul.
It is, and it's a model that other states have adopted, and I can't express what my heart feels about this, because it is such an opportunity for students, and memories with the sport creates memories for lifetimes. And this is just one more example of that.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. I look forward to our conversation next week.
Absolutely, Coach, and thank you for serving the kids in this great state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
In the military, to preserve the freedom we enjoy every day. Please stand, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the North Miami Marching Warriors. The North Miami Marching Warriors, led by Sarah McBride.
All right, welcome everyone to Denver, Indiana, Tim Du Bois Field here at North Miami High School as Triton, 6-2 on the year, travels down to North Miami for their first ever conference match between these two teams, as they both stand at 6-2. Triton 5-1 in conference play, 4-2 for the Warriors. And look at these two teams. This is the first time they have met since 2004. I was a freshman in high school the last time these two teams met. Brayden, we look at these two teams. We watched them on film. There's a lot to like on both sides of the football tonight.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we know the Triton typical offense. I mean, run heavy, pass when we need to, and it usually works our way. But this team, they're going to spread it out. I mean, they're going to get to the edge. They're going to run it up the middle. They can throw quite a bit of things at you just as well.
And looking down on what their group and what this North Miami team does, I love their effort. Watching them on film, they're a team to get excited about. And if you're a Warrior fan, there's a lot to be excited about down here at North Miami. Yeah, you got some good seniors, but for me, that Hartley Hoover, the quarterback, making his 30th start in his career as a junior, is an impressive specimen to watch play out there, play on the field.
Yeah, they have quite a bit of athletes to look out for. A lot of numbers we're going to be calling tonight, not just one person doing it all.
And it's just kind of for me, Harley Hoover was just kind of one, just stuck out like a sore thumb to me. But you look at Cody Wan, 107 carries, just averaging just a little over 5 yards a carry, and Musall, another one averaging just right there, just under 7 yards a carry, and Hoover right there over 7 yards a carry with those guys. There's a lot to like with this North Miami team, but for me, it's the energy on defense. You see them really crash. They set the edge tonight. Triton's going to have to do a good job on the bookends to really open up things in the running lanes.
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing for us to have to face some adversity with our offense, to get us going, have a good defense to play against, especially as we get into this sectional play starting next week, where we need to be able to function on offense even when it doesn't go our way with huge chunk plays and these big home runs all the time. We got to just fight downfield, battle the trenches.
And that's where it comes down to when you look at a team like I talk about every single week. How do you go deep into the postseason run? How do you continue to compete as the season goes on? It's sustaining drives. And last week we saw Triton really sustain drives.
Yeah, we saw him chew quite a bit of clock off, and just a back and forth game. It was a great dogfight in that one, and then we're going to need the same thing here tonight. Time of possession is going to be very important.
And you look at what they're doing, Triton averaging just about 6 yards a carry. There's a lot of things to like about when you look at Jaden Overmeyer and Vinny Prater really running the football, but the throwing in of Dante Workman and Isaac Quintana. I'm going to start calling him Instant Isaac Quintana, because once that kid fires up, he can make an impact in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was getting very excited with how we played last game, and yeah, especially like in the Castle game 2 games prior, we were able to throw the ball very successfully. I was giving Ben all of his props down there on the sideline. Yes. It was a great job, and then they were running the ball just as well.
And Ben McFarland last week, you want to talk about player of the game. That young man took over that game. He made several key passes. He stood there. He took some serious hits as he let it go to the football. That young man last week needs to be proud, because he had a game of a career last week against a very tough Pioneer team that coming in was favored against Triton going into that game last Friday.
Yeah, I would completely agree. Player of the game without a doubt, and especially just being his first year starting at quarterback position. He's done a great job filling the role, just taking what he knows, being his smart football IQ, and just running the offense efficiently, and then making these big plays as he gets more comfortable in that area.
And now everyone gets all excited about offense and all of those fun things. For me, this Triton defense has been my favorite thing to watch all year long. This is a team that's average, allowing just 14.5 points a game. This is a group that has sacked the quarterback. That front seven is about as good as it gets.
Yeah, and the two of us love defense, and it's going to be a great thing here tonight, especially as both teams have very strong defenses and going to have a lot of pressure against the quarterback and be stopping the run game, locking down the passes. It's going to be a big breakout. We're going to have to see some big key plays break away.
And you look at it, and for me, like going back, Triton's really only had one bad game, or just a couple there. If you look where the third down conversions, this defense is really good on third down. You go back and you look against the South Central game where they were 8 of 9 on third down, and they allowed 14 first downs. Against Judson, they allowed 14 first downs. Now, they allowed a lot of first downs in between Judson, Casson, and Pioneer, but this is a team allowing 38% on the year, allowing teams to convert on third down. That's a huge stat in my book with these, how hard-nosed these guys play on defense.
Yeah, it's an important thing to keep track of. Because you can have those third downs come, and those are important stops. You got to get your offense back on the field, keep that defense from getting too tired, and just able to stop it when the offense is coming down at you, especially as the game gets later. So, yeah, having that stat, and as efficient as we are at that, it's a big thing, and it'll be important here tonight.
Another defense to keep an eye on is that Warrior defense. 30 hurries on the quarterback this year. This is a group that gets to the line. We talk about energy. I think you're going to see a defensive game tonight. I think John Harrell's score with these two teams heading over the 20-point mark is very accurate, because these potentially could be two teams that could play one another for a sectional championship if they are able to meet down the road.
Yeah, and it's a great thing to play, especially this late in the season, to get going, play some of our best football, go into sectional, as we could see them in that sectional championship like you mentioned. And, yeah, dogfight on defense for sure, and we could see a lot of back-and-forth possessions with some 3-and-out starting out as the defense are starting out hot and waiting for the offenses to warm up with them. Could be starting out slow, but then just going on, see who fights through and has that grit.
Our weather forecast for tonight's game is brought to you by Triton student-athlete Liam Watkins. At the beginning of tonight's game, it'll be about 57 degrees with clear skies and a light wind blowing out of the southeast. Towards halftime, the sun will set, causing it to cool down to about 52. Still clear skies and a small breeze. At the end of the game, it should be around 50 degrees, with all other conditions continuing to persist. This report for tonight's game is brought to you by Triton student-athlete Liam Watkins. You can check out his weather reports on social media at First Warn Weather. Tonight, you want to talk about good night for football. And I love this. So you talk about a great venue for a fun football, a really cool setting for this football field. You got the woods off here just straight away to our left, and this feels like an Indiana high school in between a really nice rural It's cool. I'm real excited about this stadium.
I would agree. Driving here with my little sister Bailey, we were just feeling the atmosphere, getting that fall weather, that light breeze, cold breeze, just getting that whiff of air, and that's football weather for me.
Well, and you got a lot of farm guys on both sides of the football and both sides of the field tonight. So when you get we got farm guys battling, it's going to be a battle all the way from start to finish.
Oh yeah, I could tell there's farm guys. I mean, I was stuck behind a tractor on the way here. Apologies for being a little minute late.
That's all right. Orion didn't pull in too many hairs out while we were up there. But we get ready. There's a lot of things to be excited about with what we're going to see this evening. And, of course, our student team consisting of Kayden, Sylias, and Bailey running things for us here this evening. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me is Brayden, the coach, Brayden Cunningham. Got Kenny Barnhart probably watching from the tractor somewhere. And, of course, as always, the Hall of Fame Orion Lemler here for the Triton Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube. And we will and the IHSA Champions Network. Brayden, there's a lot of things that we probably have a few minutes here. We're sectional plays coming here. What kind of things these guys, both sides of the field, both teams, I mean, obviously we all follow Triton all year long, but both sides preparing to go into a sectional that, yes, everybody starts 0-0 when sectional play starts. What kind of things tonight do both teams need to do to get themselves kind of in gear going towards sectional? I
think we just need to have all the best parts of every game that we've come from so far for both teams. I mean, staying consistent on that defense, knowing that you have a strong defense and that's like your big part of your game, and just keeping that consistent, making those stops when it's important, not letting them get key third and fourth down conversions, and then making sure that your offense is finding ways to move the ball, whether it's little chunk plays at a time, finding those home runs when they come about, but just staying consistent and staying clean and low penalties.
Of course, Triton tonight wearing their home white uniforms, blue numerals outlined in gold, and their blue pants with the side piping of gold on the side, the double stack T on the helmet with a bunch of the pride stickers on there with the blue and the gray face mask. And, of course, North Miami, I love these other uniforms. We got two good uniforms on the field tonight. North Miami wearing their all black uniforms with white numbers out, with the white helmets, and the North Miami on the side with the numbers and their pride stickers. There's a lot to like about tonight. You got some good uniforms, you got a good atmosphere for football. I think we're going to be in for a good game tonight.
I think we're going to get real into it. We're going to see some huge plays tonight from some great defenses and some great offenses.
Also want to think, of course, the uniforms are brought to you by Bourbon Mini Storage. I don't know the whole spiel with Kenny, but it works.
He does it better than we do.
He does. He didn't write it down for me before the season started, so.
Well, he's in the combine, he said.
Well, we could always patch him in, too. I'm sure we got that cord somewhere. So North Miami gets set to take the field. Should be in for a good one here this evening. Of course, like we talked about that sectional draw last week, Triton, both teams are on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to what you're going to see for sectional play. A lot of things to really like. Unfortunately, I know Triton, is going to potentially have two home games if they continue to advance the first couple of weeks. It's good for them, but that Southwood team is a team you got to keep an eye on. Yes, they may be winless, but like I said, everybody starts 0-0, and anything can happen in the sectionals.
Exactly, yeah. You just have to take one game at a time and just end that game 1-0. That's what we always say.
So as the two captains take the field, 4 apiece for either side for the coin toss here. As like I said, this will be the 12th meeting all-time between these two schools. First time since 2004. Triton leads the all-time series 9-2, and that's dating back to 1972. Triton has won 6 games here at North Miami, but like I said, that was then, this is now, and these are two very good teams on either side.
I agree.
So those are the final instructions on the coin toss.
Scoreboard might not be perfect.
Yes, so yeah, that was the other thing I was going to mention. The scoreboard may be kind of iffy at times, but I will do my best to keep things updated. If things get real squirrely, at least Orion's able to get that fixed down there in a pretty quick spectrum tonight. Do appreciate the North Miami Athletic Department for setting us up here in the press box and getting us all set up. Very good hospitality down here in Denver, Indiana. I told Jackson I was going to Denver. He got all excited. I was like, no, they were in New Orleans last night. Where if we go to Denver, there's nothing going on. Maybe some high school football there. But Denver, Indiana, of course, there's a lot to like. I mean, for us, this is a new conference. I mean, new conference opponent. I think North Miami is a great addition to the Hoosier North.
Yeah, it's a great team that we need to have into our conference and then get into right at the end of the season going into this sectional play.
So North Miami wins the toss. They decline. They will kick. So Triton will start with the football. North Miami will receive the second half kickoff. So the captains shake hands. We're going to get underway. Both teams fired up. That's the Triton coaching staff final instructions. And North Miami, of course, coached by Joe Grant in his 8th season, 9th season overall for him. Has a really good group. He's got a pretty good group this year. I mean, they're continuing to prove every single year. I think that, like I said, everybody asked me about the Hoosier North, and someone said, what do you think about North Miami? I said, guys, these guys are going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah, everybody started off not knowing what to expect from them, but game after game, I've heard a lot of good things about them.
Yeah, and I did a lot of research on some people that I know down here asking questions. Well, tell me about this North Miami team, with this football team. I've heard some good things. I've heard a lot of great things, and I was talking to some coaches that aren't quite in the area, and they were sitting there saying, keep an eye on North Miami, and they were sure right. These are two teams. You look at Triton standing at number 8 in 1A, and the Warriors at number 12. These are two teams that are very good, and I think, like I said, I can't emphasize that enough. I think we're going to be in for a good football game here tonight. Dante Workman, Overmeyer, and Vinny Prater back to return. Of course, Triton on the year, returning the football, had some really nice moments back there returning. 300 yards, their longest on the year was a 52-yard scamper by Gavin Riffle back a few weeks ago. Kicking tonight be Jake Riley. Wayne Riker kind of standing there about the 25-yard line. Riley's got a leg. He can push it down the field.
Yeah, very easily could be a touchback.
And low line drive going to push near the nice sideline, and that's going to be our first penalty of the game as the Triton will give good starting field position. The offense leading their way out there for Triton at quarterback, Ben McFarland, Vinny Prater at fullback, Overmeyer in the tailback position, the wing back and Dante Workman, the wide receiver Tanner Whithoyo, the tight end Isaac Quintana, and the two tackles in Maddox Denny and Zach Rinsberger, the two guards, and Wayne Reichert, Ian Eastside Lemler, and the man at center, Preston Brookins.
This will be a huge way to set the tone. See how that offense starts off, especially getting the ball.
We'll see what Triton draws up here. If you're the Trojans want to come out here, you got to move the ball, move the chains here on this first possession, get some breathing room, get some confidence going here because, like I said, North Miami getting settled in on defense. 4 down linemen as the Triton will start with an I formation in the backfield. And they're going to go right to Jaden Overmeyer, Triton's leading rusher. He's going to try to bounce it outside, and the Warriors read it well, and they push him backwards. What a play by the Warrior defense. On that line on defense is Reshkus, Freeman, Mosley, that's offense. Hoover, Freeman, Smith, and Wildermuth along the defensive line. The two corners incorrect and Peel. The outside linebacker, Musall and Wright. And Simon in the middle linebacker position. The two safeties, Meredith and McIntyre. What a play by them, pushing Triton backwards on their first play. And I'm going to go to Prater. Prater trying to bounce it upfield, and he's going to get a couple yards with that tough front line standing tall.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about in the pregame, it's going to be a battle of the trenches. They have a very strong front line and just defense overall. We got to make sure we're just firing out low on our front line and just pushing our blocks, climbing to the next level, making sure our running backs have some holes to get through, give them some time.
So McFarland will see what this team does here on third down as an offense on the Triton. About 38% on their end. Going to send Overmeyer in motion. Going to go with him on a sweep play to the right side. North Miami trying to steal the edge, and they're going to do so and force a 4th down. Triton 3 and out on their first drive.
You'll see here on the replay, I mean, that outside backer does a good job of just attacking the edge, keeping that outside shoulder free, forcing him to kind of go backwards quite a bit more to get the edge, leaving every scraping backer and corner on that side time to get there, leaving up a short gain and a 3 and out.
So 3 runs, nothing really to show for it. What a good job by the Warriors up front.
Yeah, and like I expected, a couple 3 and outs to start the game as these defenses stay strong, let our offenses get going.
McIntyre and Meredith back deep to return. Dante Workman back to kick. So a little change in the punting duties. Workman sends a high kick, kind of spiraling. It's going to bounce at the 35-yard line. And then they're going to take it from the inside. He's got room. What a stiff arm there. Still on his feet and takes it up past the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the Warriors.
See on this replay, yeah, it's a little bit of a low snap. Dante gets to it, gets it high, kicks it out of frame even. Stays up there for a little bit, gets a bounce just right to his hands. Seems like our gunners on the far side got sucked in a little bit, just not maintaining that edge, letting him get outside of him. And that gives him that green grass all along that sideline to start out with a good field advantage.
Reshkus, Freeman, Mosley, Smith, Simon along the line. Riley and Floyd, the two wideouts to the either side. Musall and Meredith, the two wingbacks, with Hoover and Juan and their quarterback and fullback, respectively. Juan gets it right at the middle. Look at him plow forward. Drives right through, and about a 5-yard gain here to start off their drive.
You'll see here just that front line firing out quick, getting to the next level, and then he's got strong feet, and he's very well on the ground right up the middle. Just keeps on trucking through, gets a good gain to start them off.
The Triton defense, if you look, Maddox, Denny, Eastside, Lemler, and Vinny Prater along the line. Whit, Hoyo, and Riffle, the two corners out either side. Stetzel, Reynolds, Overmeyer, Reichert along the linebacking crew with McFarland and Workman, the two safeties up top. 2nd down and 5 now. Right back to Juan. He continues to plow over defenders. Now be just about a yard shy for 3rd down.
Max does a good job there of just crashing down along the line. Gets him from behind, able to drag him down, but not without a couple of yards to gain as he falls forward.
So 3rd down and short. Nice job by North Miami to really move the ball here methodically right up the middle. Triton's going to have to find a way to collect there and in the box and come up with a big stop here. Meredith goes in motion, and look at Hoover here. The big man's going to push forward. He's going to have a 1st down for the Warriors. He'll get forward progress, about a gain of 2 on the play as they continue to roll here.
See here from a different perspective, just the way they start to drive out. Triton defense holds strong and just starts pushing the pile backwards, but not without that forward progress to get the 1st down at first. But I like that effort of us just maintaining, not giving up, even though they got that 1st down. Keep trying to push them back just in case.
Hoover now settling in. Juan in the backfield, Meredith. Musall on either side. Musall goes in motion right back to Juan. The big man continued to drive, and he's going to get brought down there. I believe Eastside Lemler in on the tackle. But still, moving the ball forward methodically.
Yeah, they get that first initial push, but you see Colton Reynolds in the beginning just fly right behind Eastside and just try to just push them back, not let him fall forward and get those extra yards like he did in those first couple plays.
So 2nd down and 3 right now, moving the ball well. Like I said, this is a team. This is what you want to see if you're North Miami. You're moving the ball. You're sustaining this drive, but you're getting plus yards on every carry. Hoover back again. Going to go right back to Juan. He's going to keep it himself, and read well by the torpedo and Colton Reynolds that he holds, but what a nice second push by Hoover. Continues to push him a few yards down the field.
Yeah, we see here on this view, quarterback pulls it out. Colton Reynolds stops him, but he's a big man. He's got the power, keeps those feet chopping, gets that extra second push like you talked about. We just got to make sure we're all tackling low. They have a little bit of height. Got to make sure we're getting that shoulder on their hip, drive through.
They converted on their first 3rd down attempt. And a little bit of movement, and we'll get our 2nd flag of the game. And encroachment on the Trojans, so a defensive penalty gives them the 1st down.
Something we don't see a lot of from our Triton defense, and something we cannot let happen often. Give them free 1st downs right there.
North Miami continuing, like I said, you look at their offense, they're a little stacked a little close to the line, but for this group here, they hit the hole hard, and you're seeing this team really strong with that lower body continue to drive themselves forward. 1st and 10 now for the Warriors. Musall goes in motion. They're going to go right back to Juan. Look at him power forward again for another nice gain on 1st down. This team is very productive on 1st down here this evening.
Yeah, we'll see here again. They do a lot of just the similar look up from Pioneer like we saw last week, send those wings in motion, get the misdirection, and allow the quarterback to make his reads. And he's just handing off to Juan, and no wonder why. Got that good push from the front line, and he's just following right behind.
Juan continues to carry the ball well. Meredith goes in motion, and they're going to go back to Musall. The speed guy's got some space, and he'll have enough for a North Miami 1st down. 3 1st downs on this drive.
It's where we got to dig deep as the Triton defense. Find your grit as they are in our red zone, close to try to knock on the door. Give everything we got to try to stop them here, force them to kick a field goal.
Hoover now under center. Going to go right back to Juan, and Triton defense stands tall there, led by Wayne Reichert in the middle.
I'd like to say they heard me down there, flying up, just trying to make that down the middle tackle. Like this camera angle we're getting on the replays.
Gain of 2 on the carry. Trying to settle in back down on defense. 3 down linemen. The linebacker stacking the boxes. Hoover gets ready to go outside to Musall. He has the corner, and he has a North Miami touchdown.
We see him line up in that I formation. Just a quick pitch right to him. As he goes out, he has that space across the edge. Uses that speed and gets right to it.
North Miami will go for the extra point here. Collins to hold as Riley gets settled in. So Collins to hold. It snaps down and the hold's good. Low kick, but I think it's going to just get over top, and it did.
Wow.
Wasn't by a whisker, boy. It wasn't.
That one
Nice
was
job by
close.
him.
I thought for sure it was way too low. It looked like it was just dying. Got a little bit of extra life and sailed right over. Unconventional, but it goes through.
So for them, you got almost a 4-minute drive there on 9 plays, but a team that never went backwards. They were always forwards on every play, and the shortest gain they had was 2 yards. That was a good job by this North Miami defense to move the ball down the field and really put some stress on that Triton defense.
Yeah, it was a great job by Juan to just set up their offense for anything they wanted, because he was just trotting it down the field every carry they had, get a nice little gain. And that's what I need to see here on our offense as well. I need to see Jayden and Vinny just fly downhill, hit those gaps as hard as you can. No need to try to dance around, because this North Miami defense is very good, and they will flow to the ball quick if you don't just hit the gap immediately.
But North Miami going to go back to their defense, doing a real nice job setting the edge. Triton's going to have to find a way to get some movement on that edge to try to give themselves some open learning lanes, because every time they get to carry the ball, we're talking going back for 2, up for 2, and up for 1. So you only saw about 3 yards of total offense on that first drive. They cannot go 3 and out here on this drive.
No, yeah. North Miami starting out with a good momentum, getting that 3 and out and put some points on the board. See how Triton answers here on their field.
So Riley again gets set to kick. Riley now. Line drive kick, straightens it out. Dante Workman takes it about the 26 or the 16-yard line, and he goes forward up past the 35. About a 20-yard gain is where the Triton offense will go back out onto the field.
He had some good speeds flying out with that, but then just kind of gets stopped in a hurry. Here we'll see on this replay view. Picks it up off the bounce, turns on the wheels, flying down, but then just quickly stopped in a hurry. First met by Meredith, number 4. Finished off by a gang of Warriors.
So Wood Hoyle splits out here to the left side. Trying to settle into an I formation in the backfield. North Miami trying to get settled in on defense. Now goes to Overmeyer, trying to bounce outside. Meredith reads it and brings him down for a loss on the play. What a play by Meredith here to push back the Trojans.
That's what I'm talking about. We just need to make sure we're sustaining on those blocks. Dante just kind of slips up and misses a little bit, and then Jaden just can't quite figure out which way he wants to go in time. They force a 4-yard loss.
Meredith, that's his second tackle for loss on the season coming into tonight. This young man's very athletic, and he did a nice job setting the edge there. Triton's got to find a way. Who's going to step up and try to fire this team up here on this drive? 2nd down and 14. Then McFarland steps back to throw. He's going to get rushed. Steps up in the pocket. McFarland still looking down the field. Has nothing. He's going to have to take it himself. He takes off. He gets positive yardage and takes to the field and gets it up past about the 40.5-yard line.
See, offensive line does a good job giving him a lot of time. He steps up in the pocket. Still not seeing anything, as North Miami was in pretty good coverage on every receiver right there. Just decided to tuck it and run it, get some sort of gain out of it.
It was a nice job by Ben to keep his eyes open, stepping up, trying to find something open. Nothing was down there, but it was a good job by North Miami to kind of track him down, because Ben McFarland had green grass in front of him.
Yeah, and I'm glad he didn't try to just force anything and end up in an interception. Just take what he can get, take the run.
And that shows the maturity by this young man as the seasons went on for him. So McFarland now going to work out the shotgun, 3rd down and 6 from their own 40-yard line. Overmeyer on his left hip. He goes back to throw, trying to look across the middle of the field. He's going to leave one up high for Dante Workman. Coming back to it. Workman goes up for it. Can't box out. Incomplete on the play. And Triton goes 3 and out again.
Yeah, we'll see Dante gets that speed. Ben sees him quickly. Kind of has it a little bit high. Dante can't quite get to it. Box out, like you said. I like that term in football.
Well, trying to get out there. I mean, basketball season just around the corner, you know.
No, I mean, it's exactly like what he did. You illustrated it well. Yeah.
So Meredith, McIntyre back deep to return. Workman had a nice kick last time, but It was a good return by the Warriors the last time out. End over end as it flips backwards. It's a muffed punt. The ball's live, but I believe the Warriors fell on it there about their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, they get lucky right there. Dante with a little end over end kick like you talked about makes it a little more complicated to catch. Just bounces off the front of his chest. Luckily some Warriors were there to help him out.
A luckily break for Ryan Meredith there. But, hey, North Miami, for them to go back out right now, the pressure's off them. Triton was 3-0 in their first 2 drives. For them, they walked it right down the field. I think North Miami with a lot of momentum here on this coming in their second drive of the ball game.
I would agree. This is where our defense has to dig deep. We know who they're going to want to go to for their first down to get that initial good gain. Got to be strong on that front line, load the box up.
Going to go right up the middle to Juan again, and this time the Triton defense stands tall, allows about 2 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 8. So you look at these two teams inside 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. North Miami still moving it well. There's a real good interior push by this group up front. It really kind of starts with that really nice guard play up front.
Yeah. Quick moving guards firing off the ball hard. As our defense starts to figure it out. After that first drive, we got the coaching staff talked to them to a little bit, figuring out what they're doing, loading the box up, trying to stop them here now.
A little bit offset. They're going to go to Meredith here on the near side. Drops his shoulder. What a hit. But Triton continues to fire. Overmeyer brings him down.
Yeah, we'll see here on this replay up here. Gage lowering out, but it just kind of sheds off that hit. We saw Gage deliver quite a few hard hits these past couple weeks. Not quite able to take him down there. Still good enough to stall him up and have the rest of the Trojan defense take him down.
1 3rd down attempt conversion on the first drive. Triton gave them the first down on a penalty the last time on their 3rd down attempt. Meredith goes in motion to the right back. No, it's going to be a keeper by Hoover, and he's going to have a first down and more, continuing to spin up into Triton territory.
Yeah, he makes a good read right there to pull it out last second. Goes at the middle. Wayne trying his hardest to bring him down. Just holding on for dear life, able to get a little bit of a hawk roll tackle in there at the end to finish him off. Yeah.
So 15 yards on the carry.
Hoover's got that big stature. Good runner himself. Got to make sure we always respect it.
And, 30 starts in here for the junior, as I was talking to their athletic director earlier tonight. And playing since he's a freshman, looking like a seasoned vet out there for sure. Back to Juan, and another nice gain on first down, about 5 yards on the carry.
See here again on that. Wayne up there to get him, but just holding on, and they're keeping their feet moving and getting chunk plays even when they're met with some contact there at the front line.
So it's a gain of 4 on the play. And like I said, time of possession's been huge here thus far. So we're going to pitch it to the outside. He has Musall, who had scored on the touchdown earlier. It's Dante Workman. What a run there by Lake Musall, the junior, with a nice hit. Watch this here.
Yeah, he takes it right there good. Good hard hit there. Good read by the quarterback. Yeah, pulls it out of the gut. Gets that little option play going. Yeah, as Triton will take a timeout here.
Trying to get this team focused in. I mean, this is a group that's usually mentally tough. You kind of see them really kind of start off really well. They're usually a team that kind of slows down in the middle of the game, but for them not to start off quick, I mean, if you're trying, you're going to be concerned.
Yeah. Something we need to talk it over there and just get it figured out. I mean, we need to start hitting and tackling a lot lower. We're trying to get too high. We're trying to get those hard hits like we know and love, but it's not taking them down. We just got to do our conventional good form tackle, good technique, drive through them, tackle low, get that shoulder on that near hip, and make sure everybody's flowing to the ball quickly. Cannot just expect one man to make that tackle because, as we've seen, some of our strongest guys are trying to hold on, and they're not taking them down without a 3-4 yard gain to start it off.
On 5 plays, driving into Triton territory after a 15-yard gain by Hoover earlier just a few minutes ago. You kind of see these two groups here. Triton's going to have to stand tall. Dominic Bradley now going to come and play nose tackle for or play on the line next to Esai Lemler. See if Triton changes something up. See if they're going to stack the box a little bit more. If you're those middle linebackers, you really got to key on the reads. Meredith's going to go in motion. He's going to go to the left side, and here comes Dante Workman. Can't get there in time. Flag on the play on the far sideline. This one might be coming back as he gets up pass for a first down, but a flag on the far sideline may negate this run.
Yeah, I think it might be a holding. I think it kind of looks like it there on that replay. Couldn't get a number exactly. But yeah, he's using that speed, getting past all of our guys even.
So second penalty on the Warriors, a hold. We'll move that back.
So we get lucky there. We get beat around the edge. Got to make sure our outside backers and company are forcing him back in.
So first down and 20 coming up as it moves it back to the 38-yard line.
This is a big play, big thing for the Triton defense. You push them back a little bit. They got a lot of extra yards to go for. Need to stop them here.
Meredith back in motion again. This time going to go back to Juan. He's going to go forward, but here comes Eastside. Lemler wraps him up and brings him down.
That's a big play there. See here again on the replay. Try to get that misdirection motion to go back around the other side. Triton defense staying keyed in, reading each of their keys, doing their assignments, not getting caught away with that misdirection. Staying home, forcing another long second down.
Swan got 1 yard on the carry now. Second down and 19 inside about a minute 25 to go here in the first quarter. Warriors are driving in Triton territory. Hoover now going to go back. He's going to go back to Juan up the middle. He has a hole, and he drives forward for another nice gain there on second down, bringing up third down and long.
Again, we just have to stand tall, keeping our keys, all flow to the ball, not let him get that big chunk run. We're holding him good right now. That's exactly what we need.
Third down and third down, a 6 in the play.
Especially as this first quarter just starts to run away.
Gain of 5 on the play. So third down and long. 40 seconds to go. 7 seconds on the play clock. 5 seconds now. Usel in motion. Now Hoover going to keep the quarterback keeper. And here comes Eastside Lemler again and stops him on third down.
Yeah, we'll see right here. Eastside just sheds off his block, sheds off another block, gets right through, just stands in that gap right where Hoover's trying to go. Makes a big stop there on third down.
So they're not going to have to run another play, and that's going to do it here for the end of the first quarter. North Miami leads 7-0. We'll take a break. Be back here right for the second quarter right after this.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Tim DuBois Field. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here this evening is Brayden Cunningham in the Hall of Famer Orion. We're here for the Triton Sports Center, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network as the two teams will flip the field as North Miami now will work right to left. Fourth down coming up. If you're North Miami, do you go for it here?
My bad.
You need a microphone.
Yeah, my mic was flipped up. My bad. But I think you might need to. Well, not need to, but you might want to because you've got all that momentum going forward. You've started off strong on offense and been able to move the ball quite efficiently. You're on your side of the territory. Even if you don't get it, Triton still has to drive all the way down the field. I don't think it's a bad idea, and it looks like they're going to.
They're going to step back to pass. 3 wide receivers stacked to the right, to the left. As Musall goes in motion, going to put up a stack. 4 wide receivers to the right as Hoover rolls to the right side. Here comes Colton Reynolds. He got to throw in a hurry, throws it away. It's up, and it's knocked down by Ben McFarland.
Huge play right there. Some good coverage as they try to run those level routes as the quarterback rolls out. Looks similar to some plays we've seen against other teams in the past. Makes sense why we were able to defend it well there. huge stop there to try to kill some of that momentum that started off in the first quarter with North Miami. Here, hopefully, the Triton offense will figure it out, get some runs going, start moving the ball along the field, get our momentum going as well here in the second quarter.
So Triton will start from their own 30-yard line. But for them, you go back to their last two drives, barely using any time on that clock. McFarland now with an I formation. Going to play action pass. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to get brought down hard on the tackle there. So the sack is Wildermuth.
Yeah, we'll see here from this angle. Probably see it very well. Rolls out. Tries to just stutter step fake him out, but not able to. Wildermuth reads the hips. Tackles low. Takes him down. It picks up a big loss here for Triton. Not what we need starting out in this second quarter.
So Triton's still trying to get this offense in gears, but it's kind of not quite what you want to see if you're a Triton fan. Your offense really trying to find an identity here in this first half. Workman's going to take it on the outside, trying to follow his blockers. Still no room to work with, and North Miami does a nice job on that carry to force third down in a country mile.
Yeah, I like the decision to try to force that misdirection. Makes a couple Warriors go that way, but the rest of them that were flowing to the actual play side of the ball did a good job of just crashing through, getting off those blocks, not letting us get anything going.
Triton offense, we saw kind of high octane last week, really moving the ball extremely well. Kind of weird to see them now, not having a hard time moving the ball here on offense.
Yeah, but it's something I'm okay with seeing, especially as we go into sectionals. We need to face that adversity and play against some tough defenses to really challenge this offense.
And a little bit of a screen play to Overmyers. He tries to bounce outside, and Overmyers gets brought down hard by Musall. What a play there by him.
Yeah, we'll see in this replay. Get that screen, force everyone in. Gets it, just kind of runs into his own teammate and then gets stalled up right there. If he didn't run into his own player, might have been a good gain right there. Forces him to another 3 and out.
Triton only on that drive there. Maybe a couple of minutes off the clock, but nothing really to be right home about. And Triton will get their second penalty. The game will fall start. It's going to back them up even more here for this punt. Triton just can't quite seem to get their heads in gear here.
Yeah, we need to just start digging deep, really focus, hold our water. Cannot get discouraged. Yeah, we've had a rough start here on offense, but we made a good stop there in defense. We know we can hold them. We know what's coming at us. Just got to dig deep here.
Workman, low snap up off the ground, and he'll hit into the high kick, and it'll kind of go side to side, and it'll drop, and it'll be pushed back as Meredith will fall down at the 40-yard line is where they will set up shop.
Yeah, I like that end-over-end kick. It makes it very tough to field and catch properly.
Another good starting field position for the Warriors here. This is a group that, a lot of things going extremely well for them.
Yeah, they've got a lot going for them on their senior night on their own home field. We just got to try to take that momentum away. Need another big stop here on defense. Try to force a fumble or any key takeaway, get our offense some close field possession.
And if you're trying,
we can get.
And you force a turnover on downs our last drive out. If you're trying in this front line, that linebacking group I think really needs to step up here on this drive. Hoover back down underneath. Going to send Meredith in motion. And Hoover is going to, it's a fumble on the plane. Triton says they have it. And Triton will take over after the fumble.
Wow. Yeah, we'll see here on the replay. See if we can see anything a little muddled up. All of a sudden, it looks like just the first point of contact kind of hits the ball. See if we can see a little bit better from this view. Not quite. All muddled up, everybody flowing to it. But I mean, that broadcaster's curse is correct.
Text Bailey Cheesy on the other side.
I can do that.
So Triton now 1st and 10 from their own 42, or from the North Miami 42 for Triton's first time in Warrior territory here in this ball game. Option play left. Oh, he's going to roll to the left, and then he's going to try to find Gage Riffle for a couple yards on the gain.
He's brought down by Meredith and McIntyre. Meredith tackles him after a pickup of about
About 3 on the passing play. I like that screen play. You know, try one thing I really like what this group can do is kind of extend things, trying to make the field a little bit wider. This is a group that's capable of spreading things out. I'd like to see this group kind of get back to what we saw last week and really kind of spread things out.
Yeah, I like what it does because it forces us to just move some defenders out and get a lot of more space around the field so they're not clogging up that middle.
2nd down and 7 as Riffle goes in motion across the back of the line. McFarland's going to step up. What a play by Ben McFarland. Slings one up the field, but it gets knocked away. Intended for Gage Riffle.
You'll see here on this replay. It is good to have to shake off the defender that time. Same one that got him earlier. Not letting that stand over him. Can't quite squeeze it in there to Gage Riffle.
So see what Triton does here. 3rd and 7 from the North Miami 39-yard line for a group that's 0 of 3 tonight on 3rd down and have not got any first down all night here tonight.
Yeah, it's something you have to take advantage of that forced fumble that you caused on defense. Cannot get another 3 and out here and leave North Miami with that much momentum going.
Arrowhead formation out to the left as Riffle steps back. McFarland's going to get stepped up into the North Miami defense and another sack for them. 4th down coming up.
See here, try to step up in that pocket, get a little more space. We got that linebacker just flying up there. Stalls him up.
Loss of 4 yards on the play and trying to be forced to punt again. You know, Triton, 4 drives, 4 punts.
It's unusual to see, especially as a Trojan fan.
Workman settles in, has time to kick. He'll send that one again with that side-to-side motion. It'll kind of wobble its way and hit and take a Triton roll all the way down deep into the inside the 10, about the 6-yard lines where it will stop. What a kick by Dante Workman. But, you know, if you're North Miami's offense fumbled last time out, this is a group that I think can move the ball really well, and you're going to see them do it here on this drive.
Yeah, but it is a huge thing to get that because the Warriors have started off with good field possession so far every time this game. So to pin them deep makes them really work and gives us some advantage on defense. And then hopefully we can force another takeaway or at least a turnover on downs and then get our offense a little bit closer. We need to get something going here on offense.
North Miami scored on their first drive of the ball game, but this time having to drive the full length of the field as Hoover under center now. Sends Meredith in motion again. And look at Hoover continue to try to navigate his way through that Triton defense for about a gain of 8 on their first carry of this drive.
See right there, they had that motion to try to force somebody to get out wide, and he just goes with it. Goes at the middle, just attacks. Not afraid of that contact. He'll drive forward at it.
2nd down and 2, 7:18 to go here before halftime. Juan settles in the fullback position, and as Hoover settles in under center. Musall in motion, but Hoover going to keep it again. The Triton defense sniffs it out and brings him down for a loss.
They didn't leave them any room to do anything right there.
And a loss of 1 on the play, it looks like. The first time tonight that Triton's defense has pushed back this North Miami rushing attack.
Something we need to do, especially pin this deep. This is a huge 3rd down play. Makes or breaks some momentum, especially as Triton got it here in the beginning of the game.
Because North Miami starts within the second half. Outside pitch goes to Musall, and here comes Tanner Whithoyle, the collector, stops him short of a first down.
It's huge right there. He kind of gets pulled back by his receiver, but then quickly looks up, sees it's a run, gets right in there to help end that play, force them to this 4th and short.
And they're going to go for it. They're going to send Hoover out there. Hey, you know, it's kind of a gutsy play if you go with it. But hey, Triton has jumped off sides tonight, and you've been able to run the ball very effectively up the middle. This is a big play right here.
Yeah.
As they're going to go with an I formation in the backfield. And Hoover is going to try to push. I think the Triton defense holding him installed. But look at Hoover, second effort, gets a North Miami first down. What a play there by the Warriors.
Wow. We'll see here. Yeah, it just looks like he stopped initially, but nobody held on and made sure he was fully down, and he just keeps those feet moving, bounces out around the pile, able to pick up the yards for the first down. Gutsy call there, but hey, big calls make big outcomes.
And, I mean, trusting your guys out there and giving them in a big position like that is a huge thing for a coaching staff.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now from their own 20-yard line. as Hoover settles in under center. 2 wide receivers, 1 split to either side for him. They're going to go back to throw, leaves one up high in the air. Here comes Riffle, and Riffle knocks it down. Had an interception in his hand, couldn't quite hang on to it.
Good job there by our DBs. They've thrown a lot of runs at us, but make sure to just stay on our toes and not get caught off guard by the pass. Gage does a great job of just helping on the top side with Dante on that receiver. Has it in his hands, just not quite able to come away with it. It's one he's going to be thinking about for a little while.
Does Bailey have a jacket, out of curiosity?
Yeah, she has a hoodie.
Okay, just making sure. And Sylias is on it.
No, yep.
2nd down and 10. Hoover's going to keep and try to drive forward, but Triton's going to stop him for a medium gain there. On 2nd down.
Good looking out. That's just like the father in you.
Tend to deal with that every now and then.
No, yeah, I made sure she grabbed a jacket before we left.
There you go.
And my mom was like, "You're going to be so cold."
Well, so that's what the adults are here for. 3rd down and 6 from their own 24. Warriors get set, going to send Meredith in motion. He's going to stop. And Triton will. So Triton gives a free 5 yards on an encroachment there. 2nd time tonight they've done that. Did back in the 1st quarter.
It's not common, but they've done it twice now. Getting a little antsy, just trying to stop that run game. Got to make sure we're just always watching that ball.
You're going to hold your water here, especially on defense. Now 3rd down and 1, and this is a team that went for it 4th and 1 deep in their own territory. So if you're North Miami, you got to be feeling good about running the ball. Triton has got to make a stop here to make some noise here before they go into halftime. And he'll go forward, and I believe he'll have enough for a North Miami first down with the far official. And they convert on 3rd down, their 3rd of the night.
You see that front line push, driving through like we've seen so far tonight.
3 of 5 on 3rd down. Trying to team very characteristically very good on defense on 3rd down. It's really allowing this team to pile up the first downs. Now that's their 6th first down of the ball game.
No, yeah, it's unusual, but we're kind of making it easy for them, given those jump calls and things, especially on all 3rd downs. Cannot give them anything easy here.
Hoover now going to wait as Meredith goes in motion. Going to go back to Juan, and Juan's going to go forward for about 5 yards on the carry. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, we just have to force that, get our offense back on the field. We got to get some sort of drive going here in this 2nd quarter to get something to go off of for the first half so you can build off of. And then especially because, North Miami gets the ball starting the 2nd half, we cannot let them get another drive going here.
Hoover back under center. Going to send Meredith in motion. He's going to give it right. He's going to keep it himself on that. Pulls it out of the belly, goes forward. Whit Hoyo and Ben McFarland pushing backwards or allow no gain on the play.
Yeah, Ben does a good job of just playing both the quarterback and the running back, forcing the quarterback to keep it. And then, Tanner Hoyo coming up and just stopping Hoover. Good job there. This defense has done a great job of forcing them to that 3rd down pretty effectively, but then just stopping them here is where we really have to figure it out. Make sure we're not jumping.
Right now with 4 down linemen along the line. Going to send Meredith motion. He's going to retreat back. Trying to bite. The last time they did not this time. Now a timeout for the Warriors. But right there, you're kind of seeing him kind of send that motion thing. Triton really read that well against Pioneer last week, but this week really starting to seem to struggle with it here in this first half.
Yeah, and it's nothing different. You're going back-to-back games with the same sort of offensive scheme you're looking at while you're playing defense, but North Miami just doing a great job of just firing out, really getting those pushes back and getting the consistent drives, and then we're also just making some silly plays, not playing our best football right now and kind of jumping off sides and giving them some easy looks, making it easier for them to convert those first downs and keep moving down the field.
So other action around the Hoosier North tonight. Culver is at South Central. North Judson and Pioneer, a battle of 1 versus 10 in that one, and Winnemac is at Caston here tonight around the Hoosier North. So you kind of look at these two teams, and North Miami, as good as advertised, a team that moves the ball well. You're not seeing them trying to fly with those home run plays, but this is a group that's moving the ball well, sustaining drives. Triton has got to find a way on defense to really kind of stop that, so they get their defense off the field and try to let that offense take over.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that time of possession pregame, and North Miami is owning it right now. And, we're just kind of giving it to them here and there. and we just got to make sure, like especially those interceptions and things like that, we got to capitalize. And then when we do get those takeaways, offense has to get something going. We cannot continually get stuck on those 3 and outs.
We're under center now, 3rd down and 6. Meredith goes in motion. He's going to fake the pitch outside, going to roll left, has a man, and he'll try to throw the knee. It'll be incomplete, and a flag on the play. And this might be a first down, as it looks like it might be on Vinny Prater.
You'll see here on this replay, fakes the pitch. Vinny gets back there. We can't quite see anything there.
Yep. Roughing the passer on the Trojans. A costly penalty there will allow a first down.
So we get another look here. Yeah, he gets it out just a little too late. Couldn't quite throttle down in time. But yeah, huge costly penalty like you said.
And Triton allowing about 25 yards on defensive penalties here in this first half.
Yeah, and it's all been at like the worst, most inconvenient times, 3rd downs, 4th downs. Got to start playing some smarter football.
The 7th first down for the Warriors comes off a Triton penalty. Now Hoover is going to put it right to Juan, who drives forward, still on his feet. The big man rumble forward, and he'll have it up for a North Miami first down.
See here on this replay, he just goes. He doesn't have like any crazy speed going out. He just runs hard, consistent, has both hands holding over the football, make sure there's no more fumbles coming away, and he just kind of trots around, watches the play develop, and just shoots around, does his job effectively.
About a 14-yard gain there on the play. No, 16-yard gain, excuse me. So North Miami back in Triton territory yet again here on their drives. Hoover going to keep it, fakes that, but Wayne Reichert's going to bring him down for about a gain of 2 on the play. 3.
I wonder if there was a little bit of miscommunication there on offense right there. Looks like he was almost faking a handoff to nobody and then kind of just pulls it away and runs with it after he sees a hole. Could have been a broken play that he got a short gain out of.
So 1 wide receiver to the right as Hoover settles in. Plenty of time to waste with about 13 seconds on the play clock as they continue to have plenty of time of possession of this ball game. As Meredith goes in motion, Hoover's going to hang on to it, fakes the run, but he's going to get stopped by the Triton defense. Got a couple yards on the carry.
Defense still standing tall, trying to dig deep, reading their keys. Just got to stay strong and cannot let them get in the end zone another time as we go into halftime.
Warriors are 3 of 5 on 3rd down here tonight. Third and 5, 2 minutes to go before halftime. Going to go to Meredith. Meredith up the field, but Triton's defense going to stop him. But still, it gives them plenty of space. But yet, this is a team that has gone for 4th down all night. I think they continue to do so here.
Yeah, I mean, if they're willing to go for that 4th down within their own opposing red zone, I don't see why they don't go for it right here with all the momentum on their back.
This will be the 13th play of this drive. Triton with 2 penalties on defense on this drive. And if you go back with that 15-yard penalty, that would have been a punt right there. You would have saw that they got pulled back.
Yeah, we're just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot here on defense, giving them extra plays.
4th down and 2. Center now goes outside Meredith. A little bit of a gadget play. He's going to throw it. He's got a man deep. Oh, and overthrows him. He had Peel in the end zone all by himself. What a great play call.
You'll see here on this replay is that flea flicker back. Number 5, Musal. Musal just a little bit overthrows him, kind of loses his feet. Would have been a spectacular one-handed catch right there if he was able to reel it in. It's a close one, but Triton gets lucky here. So we have a little over a minute to just try to get some offense, try to truck down, put some points on the board as we go into halftime.
1 minute and 18 seconds to go here in the first half. Triton will get on to their 5th drive of the ball game. See what they can do here on offense. Has been yet to find themselves a gear here all night. McFarland out of the shotgun, goes back to throw. Here comes the pressure from Hoover. McFarland going to try to throw it across the middle. He has Dante Workman, deflects off of him, incomplete.
Yeah, North Miami again in some good coverage, covering everything up. Ben tries to squeeze it in between the 3 defenders. Can't quite take away from it as he's contacted right as soon as he makes contact with the ball.
So 2nd down and 10 following that incomplete pass. Trying a lot of things to talk about as they stack 2 wide receivers to the left. Workman in the slot. He's going to try to roll left, rolls away from pressure. Has to throw it across his body. Has Quintana, but he drops it. He had a first down in his hands, but incomplete as the ball hits the ground again. He had Quintana all by himself, and it was a great play across his body, but Triton still cannot get that offense in gear.
No, yeah, we're seeing a lot of good things right there. I mean, we're having plays potentially, and that is one that you just have to catch and take away. That was one where he was more concerned about the run right there. You just got to secure the ball first, think about that later. Got to make some sort of plays. That's a big one that we got to look back on.
Of course, fall break. With it being fall break this week, is that something where this team kind of not quite in the routine?
I think it could play a factor, and we might need to discuss on that later.
Hudson out left now with Workman here on the near side. Far no choice to throw. He's going to leave one up high. He's going to throw into double coverage. Riffle elevates. Intercepted by the Warriors as they're going to continue to drive, and it's Meredith knocked hard as he goes out of bounds. And a big turnover there for the Trojans.
We'll see here on the replay. I mean, with the time running low, kind of cocks back, tries to get it over the top of him. Can't quite as they high point it well. And then Ben coming out to try to deliver the hit to get him out of bounds.
Trying fifth drive of being 3 and out. As a turnover gives the Warriors great field position with 50 seconds to go, over 50 seconds to go before halftime. 51.3 seconds to go. First down and 10 from the Triton 25.
This will be another huge test of how strong our defense can stand. See if we stop him here. Cannot let anything happen.
Hoover out of the gun, going to go with the sweep play to Meredith. Meredith trying to find the edge. He's got it. Meredith going to take off. One man to beat, and he'll slide, but he'll have a nice gain there on first down, and he will have a North Miami first down. They got to get going in a hurry here once the ball gets set.
Does a good job of just getting to the outside quick with that speed on that jet sweep.
Gain of 12 and a spike on the play stops the clock with 38 seconds to go. As North Miami, it's been all of them on offense here tonight, continuing to drive.
Yeah, they've had all the momentum. They've been owning this first half completely, time of possession, trotting down the field and stopping on defense. We're going to have a lot to talk about as we go into halftime for Triton, and we just got to dig deep and find something. We've made some good stops. We've forced them to third down quite a lot, but we just cannot make up those silly penalties, jumping off sides, giving them short possessions, giving them 3 first downs.
Second down and 10 from the Triton 13 as they're knocking on the door. Hoover's going to keep it himself. Triton's going to bring him down for a short gain. And North Miami is their second timeout. They will have 1 timeout remaining, I do believe.
I think so as well, yeah. Yeah, because they had that one earlier when they tried to force us off sides.
Mm-hmm. So while we have him in here on halftime, we're going to give a Danny update. Of course, for our family being in the hospital for over 16 going on 7. Today was day number 17. She got to come home today. So got a lot of things to build on as she continues to get better. We're proud of her. She's been a fighter. She's been tough. We'll keep you tuned to our Facebook for more of the updates we have going. But for us to come home and sleep in our own house tonight is going to be a welcomed experience. So we appreciate everybody's support and prayers for us as Danny continues to navigate this tough journey that she's on. But she's been tough, a fighter, and been real proud of how she has handled herself here these last 17 days.
Yeah, never easy being in hospital for that long. Happy for all of you to be back home.
We were on a first-name basis with everybody. You know you're there too long when you're on first-name basis with everybody, but we do appreciate Riley did a great job with her care of Danny these last couple weeks. Mowry in the backfield in the fullback position. Meredith's going to go in motion. Hoover's going to go up to Musall. He has to be close inside the 5-yard line. He has another first down, clock continuing to run. And they're going to have to spike it, running out of time. 22 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds on the clock. First down and goal to go. And taking time getting there, and they're going to run a play. Going to go to Meredith. He's going to find the corner for a North Miami touchdown.
See how you're in this replay. Not sure if it's just a last-second signal call or if they just saw it and quarterback audibled it in, but seems to catch our Triton defense off guard. They thought they were just going to spike it real quick to try to have some time to get another play, get a huddle and get another play off, but they just go for it right away, catches us off guard, puts more points on the board before halftime.
4-play, 25-yard drive as Riley settles in for the extra point afterwards. They will start with the ball in the second half. This time he'll clear with plenty of space. It's good, and the Warriors lead 14-0 as we are nearing halftime. So for those guys, you look at their between their 5 drives, touchdown, turnover on down, fumble, a turnover on down, and then responded here was time starting to expire in the first half with another touchdown.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We forced that fourth down and then the turnover on downs and started here on offense. We get stopped a couple times. We had that catch that should have been caught and going down, but then we just don't hang on to it. We try to get another pass out just a little bit. Can't quite throw it over the top of those defenders. Take it away, and they get good field position with plenty of time left, and they just trot down, put some more points on the board.
So tomorrow, the Triton Lady Trojans, we will not be broadcasting that game, so it'll be on IHSA Champions Network with Culver's will be covering it. They'll be playing Elkhart Christian tomorrow morning around 12:30, I do believe. Potentially they'll be follow the Culver and South Central semifinal game. Winner will play in the evening. So best of luck to the Blue Slam tomorrow. I do believe we have some other sectionals going on tomorrow, Orion.
Cross-country people.
Cross-country's
Cross country,
Manchester.
Right. Yep. That's I was just spaced on it. I wanted to say cross-country, but I thought Farrell was going to be wrong. So good luck to all those participants tomorrow. Low line drive kick. Prater's going to take it inside the 20, about the 19-yard line. Prater trying to make something, turn something out, and he does. Up past the 40-yard line, so 6.4 seconds to go, and a nice return by Vinny Prater.
Yeah, we'll see here on that replay, just nice line drive. Good job of him to get low and catch that, make sure it doesn't bounce off his chest like we saw earlier the other way. Drives through, gets a good return, starting past their 40-yard line. See what they go. They got time for one play left.
It looks like North Miami going to go for more of a shell coverage, going to kind of push some players back off the line. So they're counting, making sure they got enough players, the right amount of players on the play. Like they're going to go with the shell, bring their defensive backs and stack out there at the prevent defense. 6.4 seconds to go before halftime. I formation here. Triton might just run it. And they're going to do so with Vinny Prater. Going to try to find some space. Prater up to the second level, spinning away, still on his feet. And that's going to do it for the first half. And Triton with their best run of the night. Goes from the 43 all the way up to about the 39-yard line. So that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back for the second half from Tim Du Bois Field. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Max has been in color guard for the past 3 years and is the captain this year. Max's favorite memory of this season is dumping the bucket of water on Mrs. McBride. Future plans include continuing school to pursue art. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, I'd like to thank our band boosters, Courtney Moore and Jenny Langawa. What Max will miss most about being aware is some of his teachers and coach, Caitlin Caffey. Max Kirko. Now we have Jordan Eaton. Jordan is the daughter of Kim Eaton and Ron Bradley. Jordan has been in color guard and a band manager for the past 2 years. She also participates in soccer and drama. Her favorite memories of the season are the meals before the home football games and spending time with friends. Future plans include attending Manchester University and possibly joining the Air Force Reserves. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, I want to thank my parents, teachers, and guard sponsor for all they have done for me. I couldn't do this without you. What Jordan will miss most about being a Warrior is seeing her friends every day and learning new guard routines. Jordan Eaton. Malia Hall. Malia is the daughter of Courtney Moore and Marcus Hall. Malia has been in the marching band for the past 6 years. She also participates in National Honor Society, drama, student council, Spanish club, and academic team. Malia's favorite memory of the season is the water gun fight and buckets of water. Future plans include going to college to study pre-med and psychology. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, to those of you that are here, thank you and I'll miss you. What Malia will miss most about being a Warrior is knowing everyone and the security of a routine. Malia Hall. Ethan Johnston. Ethan is the son of Lonnie Johnston Sr. He has one brother, Lonnie Johnston Jr. He is escorted tonight by his dad and Ethan's partner, Ray Hetzner. Ethan has been in marching band for the past 6 years and on cross-country team for the past 3 years. He also participates in pep band and drama club. His favorite memory of this season was the plastic spoon fight in the cafeteria with the marching band. Favorite memory from cross-country was the bake-off. Plans for next year include surviving, making, recording music, and possibly going to college for sound engineering. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers is, thank you for helping me through each year. What Ethan will miss most about being a Warrior is playing with the band and the overall familiar environment. Ethan Johnston. Hey, and good luck tomorrow, Ethan. Katrina Lungawa. Katrina is the daughter of Paul and Virginia Lungawa. She has 2 siblings, Gabriel and Hannah. Katrina has been in the marching band for the past 5 years and in color guard for the past 3 years. She also participates in soccer, drama, academic team, Spanish club, is cohort National Honor Society president, and is class of 2025 student council president. Her favorite memory of the season is having a plastic spoon fight in the cafeteria. Plans for the future include going to college to major in biochemistry and then go on to complete pre-med. She hopes to become a forensic clinical psychiatrist. Her message to Mrs. Wessels and Mrs. Moreland, thank you for making a fun atmosphere in which I enjoyed learning and participating. To Mr. Thomas, thank you for teaching at a higher level. In a way, that was fun. Anatomy will always be my favorite class. What Kat will miss most about being a Warrior is saying good morning to Connie at ungodly hours of the day. Katrina Lungawa. And there you have our senior band and color guard members. Give them a nice hand.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, text official to 317-943-9030.
It's 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have 2 choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left, and that's when you see it.
Just wear your seatbelt. It's an easy way to save your own life. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute wants to remind you that choices matter. Click it to live it.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The journey doesn't begin at number 1. It begins before anyone is watching. Before all eyes are on you. It's the journey that made you number 1. And from day 1, it's the extra you give. Extra work, extra hustle, extra sacrifice. And I don't mind being a little extra. And neither will our next number 1.
With the number 1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Hello, I'm Brian Avery, Director of Champions Together for the Indiana High School Athletics Association. Champions Together is a program that partners the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana. It is designed to provide opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to participate together on fields of play and in other activities throughout the year. Unified sports, an important part of Champions Together, allows students who might not otherwise have the opportunity a chance to represent their school in interscholastic sport and compete for an IHSAA state championship. Unified sports currently exist in roughly 1/3 of IHSAA member schools, and that number is growing. For over 10 years, Champions Together and Unified Sports have helped promote relationships between students with and without intellectual disabilities, increase graduation rates and school attendance, and improve the culture within our schools. To learn more about what is happening in the inclusion revolution, visit ihsaa.org.
The IHSAA Student Advisory Committee is a group of 9 junior and 9 senior student athletes from across Indiana, nominated by their principals, who serve as a liaison between the IHSAA and the student athlete community. The SAC provides input and feedback to the IHSAA on a wide range of issues related to high school athletics.
The SAC meets several times each year to receive hands-on leadership skills and to discuss issues related to high school athletics, including sportsmanship, safety, eligibility requirements, and the overall student-athlete experience. The committee also works to promote the values of high school athletics, such as teamwork, respect, and perseverance.
The SAC organizes and participates in various community service and leadership activities throughout the year within their home communities and as ambassadors during IHSAA state championship events, as well as planning and administering the annual Student Leadership Conference, where student athletes come from across the state to learn about leadership and teamwork.
The IHSAA Student Advisory Committee plays an important role in representing the voice of student athletes in Indiana and helps to ensure that high school athletics in the state remain focused on promoting the well-being and development of all participants.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Tim Du Bois Field. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight is the coach, Brayden Cunningham, Kenny Barnhart from remote support from the Combine, the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler, here for the Triton Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. Also, our student crew of Bailey, Kayden, and Sylias running around here tonight, running our camera crews and photography here this evening. Brayden, you look at these two teams. For me, the big thing to see, over 15 minutes of time of possession for the Warriors in that first half, and Triton just around 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge difference. Just about twice the time of possession, and we talked about that'd be a huge factor here tonight, especially with two strong defensive teams. And, yeah, North Miami forcing us to a lot of 3-and-outs here on Triton offense.
And if you're Triton, the biggest thing, North Miami, everything going to plan, offense looking really good, defense standing tall, really forcing Triton to all 5 of their drives to be 3-and-outs. And then an interception. I mean, so 3 3-and-outs, and then an interception on their 4th drive. And then Triton had a chance, on their 6th drive. Then Vinny Prater had a nice return. And Triton had some momentum kind of running in there. Triton has a little momentum, but you have got to find a way to get this offense in gear because you have playmakers all over the place. Who's going to step up for Triton?
Yeah, and it's nothing you need to hang your head about as a Triton player because you know what you're all capable of. I mean, we've broadcasted it all this season. We've talked about it. We've highlighted all the great things they can do, and we know they're capable, but they just got to get it going. Shake that first half off. Just let go of those silly penalties. Make sure we're playing smarter on defense and on offense, just not giving them anything easy, no free first downs, things like that. And we just come out, play our version of football, and things will happen. I mean, we have the skill, we have the talent.
And I always say, how bad do you want it? If when any of our broadcasts, or if you've heard me call any of our games, it's how bad do you want it here tonight? You can't be looking ahead to what sectional play. Found a way to drive a good ways on that, continue to convert. They've seen him convert on 4th down. Several first downs as Meredith goes in motion. And Hoover's going to keep it, and it gets brought down by Tanner Wood-Hoyo.
On defense, we just need to make sure we're still crowding that box, loading everybody up, could not let that run game take advantage as much as it did in that first half as they were just running up the middle. Very successful with Hoover. When he would keep it, especially because it'd catch us off guard, but make sure our DBs are still looking for that pass as they can come out and do it. Quarterback has an arm on him.
Collins splits out here on the near side as Meredith goes in motion. He's going to get on the sweep play. North Miami has blockers out in front. Meredith has a first down and more. He has the sideline. Tanner Wood-Hoyo pushes. That's a fumble, but it's going to roll out of bounds.
They get lucky with that one. See here on this replay, that jet sweep like we saw once before half. Gage just trying to wait a little too long, just needs to start coming at him a little sooner. Tanner, forces that fumble, but nobody can see it just in time to hop on it. Rolls out of bounds as they keep possession.
So 1st and 10 now from the Triton 31-yard line. Flipped the field there on that drive. As they're back again in Triton territory where they have been all but one drive here tonight. Hoover now 1st and 10 from the Triton 31 and a they're going to get set. So if you're North Miami, again, finding those home run plays, really moving the ball well. If you're a Warrior fan here tonight, everything going in this play. If you're a Triton fan, a little bit of concern out there on the field still on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, got to just play our defense, stop them. I mean, we just got to shake off those big plays. They're going to happen here and there. We just try to limit them and just try to force it away.
Floyd splits out right as Meredith goes in motion, trying to stop, and Triton again jumps and will get bite again on the movement up front.
These are these things we were talking about we needed to eliminate starting the second half. Starting off, not a good sign, but never too late. We could shake them off. Never too late to change the trajectory of a game.
Triton now 30 yards allowed on defensive penalties here tonight. Goes up, and what a play there by Dominic Bradley, the big man pushing him back.
Good play there by him. See on this replay. Stuffs him up. Triton defense holding strong right there, pushing back.
And it was a good twist there by Bradley to get through. Eastside Lemler dabbing him up there along the line.
It's one of those things we talk about a lot. We'll make a mistake, but then we just stand tall, work extra hard to stop them on the very next one.
2nd down and 5 now as Meredith goes in motion. Hoover's going to leave it to Wand. And I got about 2 yards on the carry.
Yep, leaves him with a little 3rd and short.
And the one thing is me as a defensive guy and a guy that, if you want to call it boring football, if you want. I mean, sustaining drives, averaging 3 yards a carry, moving the ball forward. This is a team that Triton only pushed back a couple times in that first half.
Yeah, we got to find a way to just continue to do that, stop them, not let them get those huge chunk plays of first downs.
Usall bounces off. He has the corner. Going to get pushed out of bounds after a 1st down carry as Overmeyer forces him out.
We do a good job here of Triton defense covering up that middle, makes him bounce it out, but our outside backers just get caught sleeping a little bit as he gets to the edge, gets around us.
10 yards on the carry for him as they pick up their 9th first down here of the ball game. North Miami moving the ball well, trying to find some answers on defense and make a stop, but right now the Warriors are knocking on the door. Hoover under center. Going to keep it, pitches outside to Musall. Musall puts his foot in the dirt and goes upfield, still on his feet. Triton Nolan wrapping him up, and then they finally bring him down.
It's just like I talked about in the beginning. We'll see here on this replay real quick. Just that little pitch, gets a little stutter step. And, yeah, just I talked about earlier, we're just trying to tackle too high or just make these big highlight reel sort of hits. But we just got to play regular football and just do a correct technique, take him down when we can, break down and just hit him low.
6th play of this drive for the Warriors. They started back on their own 28-yard line. Going to go to Meredith on the sweep play here to the near side. He's trying to find the edge. He's got it, and he's going to have a North Miami touchdown from 13 yards away. 3-score lead now for the Warriors.
See again that jet sweep. They've had success every time they've run it. They have the 3 wideout blockers to kick out our outside backer and then get to our corner. Safeties and middle linebackers not able to scrape there in time. Leaves him an easy lane of grass just to walk right in.
And right there you look at a 3-minute drive, 3-minute, 1-second drive. They drive 72 yards down there on that drive. The kick's good, and they take a 21-0 lead over the Trojans. We'll see what they have drawn up here going into this next drive, because right now, not a lot to get excited about, but this is a group that we always say is mentally tough. And we've seen it time and time again where they've kind of played in some games where they've been knocked down, but they found a way to claw themselves back in. Those senior leaders, who's going to be that voice to step up and fire them up for me? I want to see a senior step up here and get this team fired up like we saw last week.
I agree, and we've had Eastside and make some great plays here on defense a couple times, and I feel like he can be one of those big leaders, especially part of that leadership council, to just really dig deep, talk to his team, try to get him fired up, and just get him to dig deep and just keep playing their football. Don't look at that scoreboard. Just do what you can do. And that's the thing I want to talk about with our defense is we can't get carried away trying to help in that inside run game as an outside backer. Just do your responsibility, trust your teammates, and let things just happen as they happen, and just focus on what you can control.
Trying a team that averages about 28 points a game, held scoreless here a little bit over 2.5, almost 2.5 quarters. They happened twice this season, and both of those were not results that you want to end with.
No, we're not. We got to find a way to dig deep here. When we're faced with adversity, especially strong defenses, we got to have that challenge to have our offense, especially as we want to climb later into that postseason.
Riley sends a line drive, kick, pushes it. Workman wants it. It's going to take a bounce. He's going to have to pick it up on his own 5-yard line. Workman deep in his own territory, nowhere to go, trying to dance himself free. Cannot, and gets about 5 yards on the return. They're going to start on their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, they did a good job of pinning him deep in that far corner. Makes it tough for him. Off that line drive bounce, has to pick it up there, as it doesn't quite roll in for a touchback. And he's pinned deep. Tries to stutter step dance out of it, but the fancy footwork can't work for him there as we start. And
if you're trying right now, you need to, or at least you're going away from the scoreboard here to get your mind off being down 3 scores. Just move the ball. Worry about what you can do to move the ball. Try to win on this drive. You don't need to hit a home run again. You're not going to hit one touchdown. Is not going to erase 3 touchdowns off the board. You need to move the ball, gain some confidence, get in a rhythm, and move the ball down the field.
Yeah, and keep the North Miami offense off the field with that time of possession they've had.
Overmeyer goes in motion right up the middle to Prater. Prater trying to spin free, and he gets a nice gain. Triton's one of their biggest runs of the night.
Looks like they'll have him just short of the first down.
9-yard carry for Vinny Prater.
Good starting run. It's a good answer we need to have here. Dig deep, shake off that. We always say next play mentality. That's what we got to do here.
They're 29 yards tonight on the ground on 2 carries. A couple of those carries. Those last 2, rather. They're going to go back outside to Vinny Prater. Prater trying to plant his foot, trying to cut up field, and he will have Triton's first down of the ball game and move the chains for the Trojans.
We'll see here on this replay. Jaden does a good job getting outside, getting that lead block, allowing Vinny some time to get to the edge, pick up that first down as he goes up north-south. And I think this is where we can just take a little sigh of relief. We've got that first down. We know we can do it. We can drive down. No need to just be anxious about it. We can continue to do what we do.
Okay. McFarland now going to go to Overmeyer, tries to bounce it outfield, outside, see if we can get going, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. On a good coverage there to seal the edge. As Riley got up there to steal it. Jake Riley with a nice play there for the senior.
Now we're seeing some of the offense we know we're a little more familiar with, getting our little chunk runs with our 2 great carriers in the backfield. They do a good job of it. See what this front line can keep holding strong, getting their blocks firing out low.
You talk about that, Jaden Overmeyer averaging just over 7 yards a carry on the season coming into tonight. Going to go back to Vinny Prater, going to try to find a seal. He'll find his way through, and he'll have another Triton first down. Back-to-back first downs here on this drive.
Again here on this instant replay, Vinny just fighting through. And that's been the big thing, is when we can get to that second level, it's where we can really get some of our good chunk gains. They were just stopping us on that front line there in that first half, but now we're starting to see that Triton offense, like I said, we're familiar with, coming out. Might have just taken that first half to wake us up with this fall break.
Split backfield in the backfield for Ben McFarland. One wide receiver split out to the left. Going to go right back to Vinny Prater. Nice job trying to follow his blockers, trying to drive forward. They're going to give him forward progress on the play. That a gain about 3, looks like. Gain of 4. That's why I try not to guess.
Vinny does a good job of just keep on moving, but I'd like to see that front line. If you don't have a blocker, he gets off of you and he's holding on, so at least make the effort to get in that pile, try to push him forward. Maybe he can break free. You never know what can happen. You need that consistent effort.
McFarland goes back, has a clean pocket. Here comes the pressure. Going to have to step up. McFarland tries to throw it away, and I believe intentional grounding might get called here. I think being outside the tackle box.
He might have just been out of the pocket. Yep.
So they're going to give it to him incomplete on the play. So 3rd down coming up. McFarland's done a nice job stepping up right now, but it's a good coverage by the Warriors downfield as Triton has to find a way to get some separation out there.
I was going to say, Ben's had good time in the pocket. The front line has given it to him, but, yeah, the DBs and secondary for the Warriors have done well. He hasn't seen anything, hasn't tried to force it.
McFarland going to go to Overmeyer, trying to find some space on the outside, trying to find the first down. He's going to have it more. Overmeyer at the far sideline gets pushed out of bounds on a big gain there for the Trojans.
So again here on this instant replay, just gets a good drive. Maddox Denny and Esai Lemler being those two lead blockers to just give him some room. They're driving like 3 men at once. And, yeah, it gives Jaden his speed to get to the outside, get a good run going as we push into opposing territory.
Overmeyer, McFarland sets the I formation in the backfield. Goes back to Overmeyer, trying to find some space at the middle, and he'll have a few yards. Nice game on first down, but the ball might be free. Oh, the ball's loose. Nope. The way they were kind of running, it looks like it. But another 9-yard gain for the Trojans, moving the ball well here on this drive.
Yeah, it's exactly what we needed to see from a different view here. So it's kind of muddled up in that initial. Yeah, Jaden just lowering that shoulder, just keeps on driving through. Like I talked about now, all the Triton offense driving that pile. It's exactly what we need. Seen a lot more of what we know and love.
2nd down and 3 from the North Miami 33-yard line. I formation again. And Vinny Prater trying to find some space. Prater following his blockers. North Miami ripping away at the ball, but Prater's going to have another Triton first down.
See here on that replay. It's a good run. Just gets that speed. That trap is always very successful. As long as we run it well. Front line doing a good job finding their blocks now. We're getting some good runs going.
I formation Triton needs to keep an eye on the carrying the football. As North Miami doing a nice job trying to strip it away. Overmeyer trying to find some space again and goes up the field for a couple yards, maybe a yard on the carry.
And I like that. North Miami did a good job of clogging up most of the holes, but Jaden just saw a little gap and took what he can get. Knows that he doesn't have to have those big outside runs every time. He's willing to cut it in and just take the short gains when he can get it.
Inside 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. North Miami leads 21-0. 2nd down and 9 from the Warrior 16-yard line. Farland scans. One wide receiver out to the left for McFarland. He's going to give it to Overmeyer, who's stiff arm, still on his feet. Look at Jaden Overmeyer drive forward. He's going to be another nice game. Makes up 3rd down and manageable.
We'll see here.
Maybe a first down? Nope, inside. So
Dante did a good job of sealing his man inside, and then Vinny just lead blocker. Jaden finding some room, driving up, manages to kick it to the edge, using that speed, and then just lowers that shoulder once again, shakes off that first defender, and then a couple more, gets a good gain right there.
3rd down and a fuzz to go. They might want to measure. The thing about measuring, it's really close if you go off that far side the far side there.
Yeah, they maybe
they're going to give the first down, so Triton will pick it up. So a gain of 9 on the play. Gives Triton to move the chains. 5 first downs here on this drive. 11 plays and 5 first downs. This is kind of the drive you're used to seeing from this Trojan team.
Yeah, it's exactly what we need. Starting the second half, yeah, just forget what happened in the first. Not as productive, but here we're doing a good job here now.
First down and goal from the 8-yard line. McFarland settles in. Goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer trying to thread the needle, trying to still on his feet. Overmeyer reaches for the end zone. And they're going to say he was short. They're going to stop him short about a yard shy.
See here on this replay. Vinny get on that lead block. Jaden lowering that shoulder, trying to reach out. It looks like he might have got it, but it's a little bit different view from down there. Marks him just shy.
So 2nd down and goal from the 1.
See another view of it right there. Good attempt by him to just stretch his arm out to try to get it. See if they can punch it in here.
2nd and goal. Triton knocking on the door with their I formation. And McFarland's going to take a drive forward, and this time he'll be in for a Triton touchdown.
So you're just, the quarterback keeper lowers, uses that leg power he's gained in the gym, punches it in. put some score on the board for Triton. Got to let out a sigh of relief for there.
And this is a Triton team that drove 89 yards down the field.
Well, yeah, because, that was the one we got pinned deep on that kickoff.
Started on their own 11-yard line. Workman to kick, Riffle to hold. Down, and Workman has time to kick it through, and Triton cuts the deficit down as they now lead trail 21-7. If you look there, and if you're trying a lot of things to really build on that drive and then some excitement, now the defense has got to come out firing, and they cannot allow this North Miami team for plus yardage on these carries.
Yeah, this is a huge thing. You've got the momentum built up. You've got your offense started and going as opposed to the first half, so you've got the offensive momentum, and then you just have to get that stop here on defense, get your offense back on the field, and now that they've got that sort of rhythm going, just keep it going.
So we have a player cramping on the field. Hope he's all right. It looks like Meredith. So he's back to his feet. Good to see him come off on his own power. Very talented player for this Warrior team. A lot of fun to watch here tonight. Kind of using, like you call that joker motion, where you kind of see that player run. You're Triton here. They've tried to spit on that quite a few times here tonight.
Yeah, they've done a good job of just catching us off guard. We're just trying to do too much and not trusting one another, trying to make up on the run game, especially when they were attacking that middle with Juan and Hoover quite a bit. Outside backers just stay home, and then middles just scrape quick when it gets to the outside, especially on those jet sweeps like Meredith's been producing.
Trying to find a way to continue to climb here. 3:30 to go, but on that drive, you look at what they had the football there. 5 minutes and 15 seconds on that drive, lasting 13 plays, going 89 yards down the field.
Yeah, a great drive to get us going.
So 3 players back deep for the Warriors as Workman settles in. He's had some nice kicks. And he's going to try to drop a little pooch kick right over top that front line, and they're going to take it inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. Outside goes Meredith. He's going to get pulled out of the bounds by Ben McFarland. Good starting field position again for the Warriors.
But yeah, see here on this instant replay.
Excuse me.
Get down there quick. Can't quite bring him down for Gavin Riffle. Trips him up a little bit though, and gives time for Ben McFarland to just push him out.
Workman placed a nice ball there, but it was a good job there by McIntyre to get up there and get a hold of that football.
Yeah, he did place it well, and it was almost, if we would have been a little bit quicker, it might have been close.
1st and 10 out from their own 36-yard line. Going to go up to Juan again, and he's going to drive forward for, as we've seen all night, about 3 to 4 yards on a carry.
He's been consistent for it, and it's where they've been looking to go most first downs. Just start him off. Set up.
Jordan Correctin in that wingback position for Meredith, who's out still trying to get stretched out here on the sideline. Cody Juan in the backfield. He settles in the short fullback position. Right behind Hoover under center. Correct in motion now. They're going to keep, Hoover's going to keep it. And the Triton defense not fooled this time, pushing the quarterback back for maybe. They're going to give him forward progress.
Yeah, probably got about a yard right here. We'll see from this view. See, he keeps it. Tries to drive, but yeah, Trojan standing strong, trying to pull him back from behind and from the front. Standing strong here. Got to keep that momentum going on defense. It's a big 3rd down right here.
Hoover under center. 3rd down and 5 to go. Back to Juan, and he'll go forward. That'll bring up 4th down and 1.
Now we'll have to see if they choose to go for it. They've been aggressive on it. Looks like coaching staff was asking his players what they think of it.
So Joe Grant going to send his offense back out there again. If you're trying, this is a big spot here in this ballgame. This is a pivotal part. If you're going to ask me, yes, you're still in the 3rd quarter, but this is a pivotal point for a team that's held the football for almost over 15 minutes in that first half.
Yeah, this can be the point where you make or break a game.
Trying to stack the box. He's going to send a man in motion. Is correct. Hoover settling in, trying to see if Triton will bounce. Triton holding their water thus far. Now Hoover with a hard count. Timeout is what they're going to call, and they're going to change it up. Good job by Triton there to stand tall. A team that's been been baited offsides all night long. Did a good job to hold their water on that.
Yeah, especially on that where that can be a tricky one because you know if they're running it on that 4th and short, that's probably going to be a quarterback keeper or just a dive up the middle. So it's easy to stack that box and just want to be antsy to it. But they stand strong, watch the ball, don't jump, don't give them that free first down. It's a huge play right there. Now both sides going to talk it up a little bit. See what this North Miami offense chooses to do.
North Judson leading Pioneer right now. A chance to win for them to win tonight to take the Hoosier North crown. Be a chance for a two-way tie if Pioneer were to win that game and Triton were to win this one here tonight for the conference. So Tim Du Bois Field, it's been a night for the Warriors here on senior night for these North Miami. This first time conference, this new conference matchup between these two schools.
And I'm really enjoying it.
It's been a fun one to watch. So now they're going to elect to punt Mowry back deep to kick. That's going to push Dante Workman back to return. Workman's had some nice returns on the year. High snap corrals it. Mowry sends a high kick, kind of spiraling here to the near sideline. It's going to drop. Might be just inside the. I'm sure they're going to drop it, but it might have been. They're going to say it was stopped about the 20. Nope, they're going to move it back to the 31-yard lines where they're going to set up shop.
I was wondering if it was about that 30-yard line. Kind of tough to see from this angle, but I caught it pretty decent. Probably a smart play there to just send it away. You don't want to risk that stop and send Triton with that new momentum in that short field position.
Jacob Hudson splits out to the left side. Workman going to work in the wingback position here to the near side with the I formation in the backfield. Goes right to Vinny Prater, had the hot hand last time. Still going through, and Hoover and company going to pull him backwards. As also in there on the tackle is Silas Freeman.
Looks like the timing of the play just got caught up. Looks like Vinny ran into the back of Wayne Reichert or that pulling guard position. Kind of just messes up the timing and allows the Warriors D-line to just stop it and plug up that hole for a short gain on the play. So this third quarter just keeps running away.
That was the first 3-and-out. Triton, his first punt they've forced tonight on this Warrior team a moment ago. 2 yards on the carry. McFarland settles in inside 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Prater trying to find the outside. Prater plants his foot, goes up forward for some progression on this sequence here, and they'll be on third down and manageable.
You see here just trying to go to the outside. Dante holding his block well. Allows Vinny to get some time, but just gets tripped up there. Good play by Braylon McIntyre, number 20, for the Warriors to trip him up.
Going to try to hurry up here with 12 seconds, 10 seconds now on the game clock. Still plenty of time. Going to try to maybe run one more play. They're going to have an offset backfield. Going to go to Overmeyer trying to find his way through, and it's going to be stopped on third down. No gain on the play. So Triton will have 4th and 1 yard on the carry. The Warriors lead 21-7. We'll take a break back for the fourth quarter right after this.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
The Indiana Fever select.
The journey doesn't begin at number 1. It begins before anyone is watching. Before all eyes are on you. It's the journey that made you number 1. And from day 1, it's the extra you give. Extra work, extra hustle, extra sacrifice. And I don't mind being a little extra. And neither will our next number 1.
With the number 1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select.
All right, fourth quarter about to get underway. Andy O'Hara alongside me is Brayden Cunningham and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Children's Sports Network as Bailey, Sylias, and Kayden, our student team, running things and remote support by Kenny Barnhart in the Combine here tonight as Triton trails 21-7, 4th down and 1 coming up.
Let's hear it, fans. We've got a hold
Going to keep that offense out there.
Going to have to go here, bound down 2 scores with 12 minutes to go before the end of the ball game. One wide receiver split out left, Triton 1 yard away. Going to go right up to Prater. Prater trying to go forward. He lost the football. It's a fumble, and the Warriors take over.
As we see here, see if we can get a view of it. Just that handoff, just a little awkward. Vinny can't quite get to it. Unfortunate play on a huge 4th down that you need to convert if you're Triton here as we go into start off the 4th quarter. But now we just switch sides. Defense got to stand strong, try to force a turnover themselves.
And the Warriors started on their Triton 40-yard line. Flag on the play. Timeout called by Triton. They will have 1 timeout remaining, or 2 timeouts remaining. But you look at this Triton team, a lot of things are running out of hand right now. You need something big to happen here on this in this next couple plays.
Yeah, we got to shut down that run game. As North Miami's going to be looking to just chew that clock away, run it down. So we got to just be trying to strip the balls. Somebody hold them up. Somebody else just be fighting to punch it out. And if they do decide to throw for it, we got to be in great coverage and just try to get an interception or some sort. Got to force them away here. Got to try to get a 3 and out and get our offense on the field, get a quick score.
And if you're trying tonight, you only had 1 drive where you had more than 4 plays on that drive, and you saw that one, the last one there. They've only had those here in the second half in their last 2 drives. They got to put something more consistently together. We saw some good things out there. We saw some good things from this defense. They're capable of forcing turnovers and causing some destruction. Right now, this Big Blue Wrecking Crew defense is going to have to find a way to get back in this ball game.
I agree. They've done a lot of good things. We just got to throw it all together and stay consistent, not give North Miami anything easy. No free yards, no silly penalties. If they're looking to come out with the win.
1st down and 10 now from their own 40 after the Triton timeout. Hoover under center. Meredith back in the game, goes in motion. They're going to go right to Juan, who goes forward for a nice gain on 1st down.
Cody Juan with the carry. Pick up about 4.
He's been an interesting running style to watch all night. Just not trying to rush. He's just real calm and collected back there. Gets the ball and goes to work.
And a lot of that credit goes to that front line there, that offensive line for this North Miami team, doing a nice job holding their blocks, creating running lanes for their guys to get their way through.
Yeah, they're firing out, hitting low, driving our D-line back a little bit, and then getting to the next level as well.
Really winning the leverage at the line battle here tonight on both sides of the ball. Hoover under center. This time, Musial goes in motion, but goes to Meredith. Meredith goes forward. Dante Workman with the tackle, and he'll be about a yard or so shy of a 1st down.
Again, trying to use some of that misdirection. They've done that quite a bit with Meredith, sending him in false motions and jet sweeps across where they're not giving it to him, but they do this little backside counter. Good job there by Dante and company to stay home. Got to get this 3rd down stop.
Unable to convert on 3rd down on their last drive. As they'll stack 2 wide receivers here to the near side with Floyd and Collins. And goes to Juan. Juan goes forward, and then it's going to be enough. It's going to be close, but I think he's going to have enough for a 1st down for the Warriors.
Looks like that last initial push gets it.
And they're going to stop the clock and measure here, but I think they got a 1st down, and they do. That's their 10th 1st down of the ball game.
It's huge one here. You can't hang your head as Triton defense. Just keep on fighting. Try to force that fumble.
I wonder why my hands were so warm. I'm sitting right above the computer.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That's not a bad idea.
Correct, and Triton bites again. Another 5 yards allowed to the offense. Triton, 35 yards of giving up on defense.
Not one we like, but I don't disagree with that call to try to send that middle linebacker on the rush. Jaden just can't quite time it up as they go on the hard count.
That's correct again in motion on that last play. Correct back in the ball game on that wing back position here on the near side. This time Musall goes in motion, and it's going to be Juan up the middle, and he will be close. If he does not have the 1st down, I believe he does.
See here on this replay.
Yep, and they're going to move the chains.
Says that motion back across. That handoff. Hoyo meets him first, but yeah, not before he gets that first down.
Another North Miami first down.
9:44 and counting. Warriors by 14. Correct. Finds in some space up the field and gets pulled down but pushed for a nice gain. It's up there. Nice gain on first down.
Yeah, using that misdirection again to try to catch him on that counter. Connor's there to greet him. I'd like to just see just a little lower tackle instead of trying to fling him. Kind of sends him forward, gives him an extra yard or two.
Over back under center. Saul goes in motion. He's going to give it to Juan, who drives forward again, and he'll have enough for a North Miami first down. That's 12 first downs to this team here, 3 on this drive.
They did a better job right there of tackling him low at his legs, but he just manages to fall forward and kind of lean forward for that extra yard to gain every time. Doing a good job of driving down this field for the Warriors.
So North Miami up 2 scores, now knocking on the door again, continuing to drive the ball well after they picked up the fumble in this last drive by Triton. Goes to Juan. Juan goes forward, and the Triton defense stands tall on the edge and pushes him backwards. North Miami wanting a flag on that play. Is a little shoving after the fact.
Is that defense held him up.
North Miami continuing to knock on the door here.
Continuing to try to chew that clock away. We're almost with 8 minutes left.
Hoover back under center. Hoover's going to lead the ball out free, and Triton's going to sniff it down and bring him back. Out there on the tackle, Vinny Prater.
Yeah, we'll see here. Vinny does a good job of just getting him on that shoulder. Connor trying to come up and strip at that ball a little bit. Just can't quite get to it before he gets down. Hoover tucks it away last second. But, yeah, initially, like you said, he had it free. Could have been dangerous. Something Triton really needs right here.
Nice job by Vinny Prater to shoot through and bring him down, but North Miami now 3rd and goal. Two wide receivers to their near side. Utah goes in motion, trying to stay put.
That's close, but they held their water.
Warriors use their second timeout. 1 timeout remaining for them. So you don't need a hand warmer anymore, huh? You got to just.
Let me check this out.
I don't know.
It's not too shabby.
It's not too bad. I'm feeling pretty calm. I put my jacket on just because I figured it would be nice to have towards the end of the game. But
I think the heat's rising and my hands.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Also want to thank the North Miami Athletic Department for sending us up here in the press box and made some new friends here tonight in the press box.
Yeah.
Our conversations pregame. Really appreciate them, and nice to get to know them. We're going to get to know them pretty well here in the next few years with them now being the Hoosier North.
Yeah. It's a great addition to it, and, yeah, the hospitality's been great. I mean, in the middle of the first half, they were coming by, giving us some waters, make sure we're refreshed here on the mic.
So 8 seniors tonight, celebrating senior night for the Warriors here. Triton with 9 seniors on their side. A lot of juniors. This is going to be a fun match for the next couple of years to keep an eye on. There's a lot of juniors on this North Miami team and a lot of key players on both sides of the ball that are juniors this season.
I agree, and I like the way that it falls here in the schedule. Last game as we get into sectional, it'll be good for these next couple of years.
Arrowhead formation here to the near side. As Musall has some blockers in front, cuts back upfield, and Triton's going to stop him on 3rd down, but so 4th down and goal to go. Look for the Warriors to continue to go for it here on 4th down.
See here on there, they run that spread, something Triton did a lot of last week to try to spread out the defense, leave them a little more room for their run game so there's not as many crowded up in that box. And they do a good job trying to get to the outside, but Dante comes up and stops him just short.
7 minutes to go in the ball game, so they're going to elect to go for a field goal here. Riley, a very good kicker. He'll get set as Collins to hold. Snaps down with plenty of time. Triton blocks the kick. It's still live. Triton can pick it up. Has a chance to do so, and they do. Picked up there by Tanner Woodhoyo, the collector, up in near midfield as Triton blocks the kick.
It's a huge play right there. Something they really needed. And we get here. Good shove right there. You know you're sending everything because it's do or die. Got to get that block. Tanner to scoop it. Ben trying to be that lead blocker. They just managed to push him out of bounds.
Triton will start from their own 45-yard line with 6.5 to go, down 2 scores.
Not bad field position.
Triton has a chance.
They're trying to get the tee off.
Collins is trying to get the tee off. Kind of settled in, I thought, for a minute there. Then Triton might have got a break. 3 down linemen now. Overmeyer's going to try to go to the right side, trying to find some chunk play here. Trying to bounce it, trying to get past Riley. Cuts back in, spinning his way. He may be close to a first down on the carry. I might be short by about a yard or two.
Yeah, I think he might have just got pulled out.
A yard, 9 yard on the carry. 9 yards on the carry, excuse me.
Eastside to pull out there, get that first initial push. Jaden just using that speed. Good job to just get to the edge right along that sideline. And the important thing, get out of bounds to stop that clock.
2nd down and 1 now. Found to work out of the shotgun. Going to look left. No quick hitter there. North Miami wanting a penalty. And Ben McFarland kicks on the Jets and gets upfield. Meredith pushes him out of bounds after the first down was picked up.
Meredith did a good job of just reading that little screen or little slip tunnel. So then Ben can't throw it, holds off and just tucks it and run, picks up the first down and gets out of bounds once again.
And trying with their 6th first down of the ball game. Trying to come back with some second half heroics, down 2 scores. 1st and 10 now from the 40 of North Miami. McFarland looking left, pump fakes. He's going to try to leave him for Dante Workman. He's leading. Workman's got it. Dante Workman catches it in deep now into North Miami territory.
It's a big play we needed. Dante's got that breakaway speed, able to get it past him. We see Ben just air it out. Throw it good, overthrows the defender perfectly. Dante comes back shoulder, makes a great catch right there. Stays in bounds, both feet, and then just can't quite tiptoe the line.
30-yard passing play, sets it up 1st down and goal.
That's exactly what Triton needs. Needed that stop, block that field goal, get a quick score here. Game's never over.
2 wide receivers stacked to the left. McFarland with 1 runner on either side of his hips as he goes to Overmeyer, trying to go on the other side of the field, cuts back in. Overmeyer bounces forward, might have got a couple yards on the carry.
Offense trying to go quick, not trying to chew too much time off that clock because they still will need 1 more score if they punch it in.
Trying with 2 timeouts remaining. Inside 6 minutes to go. Past the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Relays it in. Hudson now going to try to split to the near side. 2nd down and goal from the 6-yard line of North Miami. Out to Overmeyer, trying to bounce it outside. He's going to try to find the pylon, and Overmeyer's got a Triton touchdown.
It's a huge play there. Look at this replay. Got Vinny to just fly out there. Dante to sustain his block as well. Jaden using that speed, just managed to squeeze past that pylon. Put some more points on the board. And after this kick, if it goes through, we got a 1-score game.
In Triton, they're a 4-play, 55-yard drive. Big 30-yard pitch and catch from McFarland to Workman. Holds down, Workman kicks it, but he might have pushed, and it's no good. And now Triton's still down by 8 points.
It's a huge extra point right there, one they really needed. Now even if they do score, they may just have to go for that 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Triton still needs a lot to bounce their way with 5.5 to go. That was a quick drive. About 1 minute, 6 seconds on that drive there.
It was something they really needed, and we've seen a lot more of the regular Triton team we know and love in this second half after an ugly first half, we could say. But they just go in there, talk it up, talk their things over, and just go, hey, guys, we know what we are. We know we have the skill. We know how to play offense and drive it down. We've done it all season. We've got our great runs, great blockers, and we use that pass to catch them off guard when we want to. And they're really showcasing that and trying to build it back as we still have a little time left. It's still anybody's ball game.
Trying with 2 timeouts to their credit yet. 1 timeout remaining for the Warriors. They're going to stack up front, anticipating an onside kick opportunity here. Triton cannot touch it unless it passes the 50-yard line as Workman settles in to kick. Triton has not retrieved a onside kick yet this season. Workman now going to set a single back deep. Workman's going to push it back deep, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to be a touchback. And they'll start from their own 20-yard line. So 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. What a game. You know, if you were trying the big thing for them to be positive on, you found a way to come back in the second half. You got a little, cannot have a slow start like you saw in the first quarter. But yeah, this is a group now with some momentum. Needs a big stop here. They cannot allow this group to move the chains.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely have to show respect and admire the way they've bounced back, not looked back at that scoreboard and hung their heads and just given up. As we know, like, it's very easy to do in positions like that, but they didn't. They stood tall, they held strong, and they put some points back on the board, and they brought themselves back into it.
Only been held to a 3-and-out once tonight. Usel trying to go away, and Triton will tackle him. Not much real estate given there. Colton Reynolds, the torpedo, in on the tackle.
Yeah, Colton did a good job of just scraping inside out, found a gap, and shot through it. Wayne did a good job of just stay strong, fight against those blockers, using that strength, not letting him get all the way to the outside.
Colton Reynolds trying to fire up his defense now. 2nd down and 9, 5 minutes and counting. From their own 21-yard line, Hoover back under center. Going to go to Juan, who goes up the field, and Triton's defense going to stand tall at the line and not allow much yardage on the carry, maybe 1 on the play.
Yeah, Dominic Bradley holding up strong on his end, and then Colton Reynolds flying through, plugging up that extra gap, doing a good job forcing this 3rd down. It's a huge play right here.
So 3 yards on the carry. But Dominic Bradley, you want to talk about a guy to fire up his team, has played well on defense here along the line in the second half.
Yeah, I would agree. Firing in there, making some big plays.
2 wide receivers stacked to the left for Hoover, who goes under center. Sends Meredith in motion, going to go back to Juan. Juan's going to go forward, and the Triton defense stops him on 3rd down. And a timeout for Rodney, for the coaching staff there for Triton. Colton Reynolds in there on the tackle.
We were just talking about him, and there once again, Dominic Bradley makes a huge play to stop him. They try to force us with that misdirection and having those 2 out wide receivers to spread out the defense, but we know what's coming at us with Juan plugging it up the middle. Do a good job to force this 4th down.
And if you're Triton, you know, this is a team that's of North Miami that's gone for it on 4th down here tonight. And has been very successful in doing so.
Yeah, so you have to expect it, but be ready if they punt it as well to be pinned deep. You've got some time left, and you'll have one more timeout. Just over 4 minutes.
So 4:11 and counting. 21-13, and North Miami's going to go back to kick. I still would not rule out any trickery here.
Yeah, you got to be ready here. This is going to be a huge 1st down if they do pull off that trickery and get it.
This was a team that was pinned back on their own 6-yard line early in the game and went for it. Workman back to return. Mowry to kick. Meredith settles in. High kick. Mowry gets it away. It's not a high kick. It'll stop. Workman takes off the 1 hop, and he gets it out of bounds. So Triton will start up near the 50-yard line on their side of the 50. 4:04 to go in the ball game.
Get another look at that. Dante just reads it well off the bounce, gets it right out of bounds, stop the clock as fast as he can. Ben talking up his offense right there, being that great senior leader.
So 1st and 10 from their own 46. Triton needing an answer as Jacob Hudson relays the play in. 4:04 to go in the ball game in this first time Hoosier North meeting between 2 potential sectional opponents. If the season bounces either one's way. McFarland sends Overmeyer in motion, going to go to Prater now on the outside. Prater trying to find the corner. Prater hustling to the far side. The Stallions free. Prater down the far sideline. He's all the way through and knocked out of bounds, and he continues to fall forward deep into North Miami territory.
It's a huge run play there. We'll see on this replay. Jay Overmeyer gets to the edge, kind of sucks that outside backer inside. Vinny just using that speed, getting tight roping along the sideline. draws the big hit, not afraid of the contact, falls forward some extra yardage as well, puts him in some great territory with just under 4 minutes left in the game.
Triton now inside the red zone at the North Miami 19-yard line. Woodhoyle splits out left. Single back in the backfield as they send Overmeyer in motion. Back to Prater again. The Stallion trying to continue to drive here. Another nice carry on first down for Vinny Prater.
Get a good sideline view right here. Eastside trying to get out to the edge. Just can't quite sustain that block. He's the one that able to crash down on it. Right over there by Musall.
So Triton still down by 8. They will need, if they score here, they need to get a 2-point conversion in order to find a way to tie the ball game. McFarland settles in. Sends Workman in motion. McFarland going to keep it to himself the option on the near side. A flag on the play, so might be coming back on a hold. As usually where that flag is called, it's usually a hold on that side by the head official. And this is going to move him back.
It's a tough penalty, one that we cannot afford right now, being down by 8, but pushes us back. We've had the ability, we've had these big run plays happen in this second half. Never counted out. Again, just sets us back a little bit further, starting second down.
That penalty moves them back on their third play. Now they'll settle in second down and 15 as the clock runs 3:13 and counting. Second down and 15 for McFarland with the I formation in the backfield. Woodhoyle out left. McFarland goes back to throw. He has Quintana down the field. He has Quintana. Goes up. It's deflected and incomplete as the ball hits the ground into double coverage.
See here on this replay. Quintana with that great breakaway speed has two. Ben throws it over the top of him. Just a little bit to the right. As Isaac comes in to the left a little bit towards that post.
That was an outstanding job by McIntyre to get a hand in there to knock it away. Good defense there by the corner.
Great play. Good finding attempt by Triton. Now with this third down, huge play.
Third down and long. Triton needing something to bounce their way here. McFarland's going to have to keep it. Looks like he's going to try to shove it out of bounds. Is outside the tackle box. They're going to say no intentional grounding.
Yeah, North Miami secondary doing a good job of clogging up everything there. Nothing open, can't force it and can't afford the interception, so he just decides to keep it. As you know, you have that extra down because fourth down, you have to go for it.
And this right here for the ball game. The Warriors have had themselves a night here on senior night, trying to find a way to tie this ball game after trailing in all four quarters. And now the North Miami fans fired up here. Fourth down and 15 from the North Miami 24. McFarland firing it down the field. He has Overmeyer. Elevates. It's bobbled. Overmeyer lost it. Incomplete. And the Warriors take over on downs.
Not a bad idea by Ben. See Jaden there. He just got the double coverage. Jaden goes up, tries to high point it.
That was a nice play by Meredith to get in there and deflect it off Overmeyer's face mask. What a play by him.
Yeah, it's a huge play right there.
And the Vinny Prater long run wasted, as now all the Warriors have to do is run out the clock. Triton still with 2 timeouts remaining. Or 1 timeout, excuse me. Forgot to mark that off. 1 timeout remaining. And they're going to go right away to Juan. And Triton's going to use their final timeout. So Triton cannot stop the clock anymore here. Going to need a miracle on defense to win this ball game. Or to tie it.
They've done a good job of holding strong so far, stopping this North Miami offense so far in this fourth quarter. See if they can stop them enough to leave any time on the clock.
So Triton with no timeouts remaining. But I'll tell you what, this North Miami team playing with all the energy, everything we saw on film, this team has held true to that here tonight.
Yeah, it's been an exciting matchup and a great one
I got him for
first-time conference matchup.
So 1 timeout remaining for North Miami. I'm pretty sure we're all double-checking up here. We think Triton has no timeouts, at least by my check. I felt like they called a timeout after a special teams play to stop the clock.
I think so.
I think that's where they used the second one. I don't think we have any. So 2nd down and 7 from their own 27 with a 3-yard gain. Usel goes in motion. Hoover's going to try to roll away, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds.
Does a favor for us and stops the clock.
It looked like he went out of bounds. Oh, okay. That's what we all kind of thought. It looked like he went out of bounds. So I guess he must have gotten knocked down before he fell out of bounds. So the clock continues to run.
We'll see here on this replay. He hovers around.
Can't quite see.
Out. Yeah, he runs
out of bounds. He got pushed out of bounds. No stoppage of clock. Hey, it's the officials on the field. They make the calls. So up the field as Hoover goes as the clock continues to run. That'll force 4th down. And the clock will continue to run. Triton cannot stop the clock.
So they've got the 4th down now here.
Triton needing a miracle here as the Warriors now 4th down and 7. So Joe Grant going to use his final timeout, looks like. He's going to let the clock run down as far as possible. Still about 25 seconds away, so minute 10 is where that clock will get stopped.
It's a huge game changer right there.
You look at these two teams in conference play, you want it to come down and mean something at the end of the year, and it does. And tonight there was a lot on this line. These two teams could potentially face one another if everything bounces each other's way in the sectional championship, if things were to meet up with these two teams. And in the conference play, try to set the tone there. You know, as Triton leads this all-time series, but North Miami playing some really great football here tonight.
Yeah, they came out and caught us off guard. I think we were just trying to look forward to sectionals, especially during the fall break. Just starting off slow, not doing anything on offense in that first half. But doing a good job of just bouncing back, not letting it hang over you. Yeah, you had 3 scores to nothing in that first half, but you go in there, you talk it over in halftime. You come out, you start making some good plays, you get your offense going, start making some good stops, force a 3 and out, as the Warriors were very successful in that first half, converting many 3rd downs and even 4th downs. But yeah, you come back, fight away, and you put it within 1 score and have real close call at it. Nonetheless, it's a great bounce back and way to just not hang your head and look next play mentality for Triton.
Neither team has a timeout remaining. North Miami leads 21-13. Triton needing a miracle to tie this ball game. Dante goes back to return. And with Josh Mowry back to go. We've seen Triton back in the first game of the year deflect a punt and take it 40 yards to the house on a touchdown against LaVille. They've blocked a couple punts here this season as they load up to make that attempt. It's still good. But Quintana had a beat, almost got a finger on it. It's up high. Workman calls for it. We got a flag on the play up here on this side, on the left side of the 50-yard line. See what it is here.
Take another look at the instant replay. Yeah, Quintana's so close to getting a finger on that. Can't quite see anything in frame.
This is a hole. This is going to move Triton back inside about the 31-yard line. A block in the back on the Trojans. So a big call there and moves Triton back deep in their own territory with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the ball game and needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie.
Yeah, it's a big difference, and couldn't quite see it on the frame of the replay right there. Must have been just out. Pins us deep. The ref's still stepping back.
So move it back 10 yards. So they'll start now from their own 31-yard line. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in the ball game. McFarland to work out the shotgun. 2 wide receivers stacked to the left with Jaden Overmeyer on his left hip. See what they draw up here. McFarland bobbles it, but he continues to get pressure. Here comes the pressure. Now the holding calls. They'll throw it away, but this one's coming back 10 more yards. Move Triton back to the 21-yard line. As Triton going in reverse here on this sequence.
They've done a good job beginning this fourth quarter, forcing it, driving down, trying to eliminate some of those penalties, but here having two couple in crucial part of the game, trying to form that miracle after defense forces a stop with some time left. But yeah, just driving yourself back.
And Triton now First down and even longer.
With just under a minute left.
They're moving closer and closer to Peru the further back they go here on this drive. Workman, one guy on either side of his hip. Going to try to go outside. McFarland has to fling it across field. He has Quintana. Quintana's got it, and it's a fumble. Riffle picks it up, and it might be incomplete. What are they going to call here? And the onside official says it's incomplete, and that's the call. As Quintana gets that one popped free. What a play by the Warriors on defense.
Yeah, Quintana comes, secures it. Here we'll see on this replay. Then avoiding that pressure.
Quintana calling for it. You see it there. He has it.
Then just that big old hit.
And a good play right there. I believe it was Colin Floyd knocked that one free. What a play by Colin Floyd to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, I couldn't quite catch the number. Oh, yeah, the 2 on this side, yeah.
49.6 seconds to go in the ball game. McFarland now, 2nd down and 20. 3 wide receivers stacked to the left. He's have to step up. McFarland's going to have to run with the football. He goes up the field and gets brought down. He's going to get held on to. He's still on his feet. Forward progress stops him at the 30-yard line. So 3rd down and a country mile to go for the Trojans.
Seeing this replay, yeah.
Clock's running now. 30 seconds on the play clock. McFarland back up to the line in a hurry. Goes back now. 3rd down and long. McFarland across the middle, through the hands, and knocked down. The clock stops. 4th down in the ball game to go here with 22 seconds to go. Through the hands of Overmeyer.
That Miami coverage and DB staying back, not letting that home run pass come to fruition.
Simon was battling and knocked it away. Good play by there by the middle linebacker. So for the ball game here, 4th down and 11 from their own 30-yard line. Triton needing a miracle. But North Miami trying to hold strong here on their own senior night to stop this Triton offense. Overmeyer on the left hip of McFarland. 2 wide receivers is Workman and Whithoyle here to the near side. McFarland across the middle. He has Riffle. Falls behind. That's the ball game. The Warriors are going to win 21-13. And they will pick up their 3rd win, their 2nd time they've beat the Trojans here at home, as they will win the 12th meeting between these two schools. And it's incomplete.
Just a little underthrown, and Gage loses his footing. Can't quite turn back around to come at it.
Victory formation now for the Warriors as they will improve to 7-2 on the year as they defeat Triton. They stay perfect right now in playing sectional opponents as they beat Northfield earlier this season. So North Miami, the only team going in undefeated into sectional play against sectional opponents. And Triton will finish the season 6-3, 5-2 in conference play. A big win here tonight for the Warriors as these two teams get prepared for sectional play. As next week, Triton will host Southwood in the 1st round, and the Warriors will host Fort Wayne Blackhawk. We're going to hang it up here from Tim Du Bois Field. And until next time, remember the Trojan way.